where you belong. Give you strength to carry on. Open your heart, set your mind at ease. Live your life and you'll be free. We're gonna rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising,
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Matchday Live right here on the Toon Review. My name's Paul. I'm joined, of course, by Billy and Alex before the game. He will be doing his normal analysis at halftime and, of course, full-time as well. Thank you very much for tuning in. As usual, give it the thumbs up if you enjoy the show. And, of course, if you're new and you like what you see, why not join this amazing community we have here on the Toon Review by hitting that subscribe button and making sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload or a live show. Of course, as usual, you can support the channel in two ways. First of all is by membership, which is the join button just underneath us. And, of course, super chats, which is the dollar sign at the bottom of the live chat. And that will also guarantee your comment to be read out on the show. Good evening, chappers.
Good evening. Good evening to all those in Viewerland.
Good evening.
And are we ready for a good game of football in a very rainy northeast, it has to be said. It is bloody freezing up here, by the way, guys. So you're kind of happy I'm in a warm room commentating on the game tonight. Let's go straight into the team lineups, shall we? This is how the Toon lineup tonight. Dubravka in goal, Fabian Schär captain. We've got Joe Linton, Barnes, Kraft, Asula, Livramento, Almiron, Kelly, Willock, and Longstaff. On the bench, we have two goalkeepers. Why? I have no idea. Tonali, Gordon, Hall, Jacob Murphy, Dan Byrne, Alex Murphy, and Bruno. What do you make of it, Billy?
Yeah, it's a B squad in actual fact, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
With the likes of Barnes and Schär, we take in a place, I should say. But they should have plenty in hand to beat Wimbledon. I have to say, I am amazed as two goalkeepers on the bench. I really am. When they could have put a youth team player or anyone else in, really, for that matter.
I mean, Sanusi, why not put Sanusi on the... I don't get that. I find that really weird.
Strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Alex, what do you reckon?
Yeah, a couple of things I was marginally surprised about. I did think that Bruno might have started, but he's gone with Joe Linton, so it was Willock, Joe Linton, Longstaff. You'd imagine that probably Joe Linton and Longstaff are going to be the sitters and Willock is going to be a little bit more aggressive. We'll see what the shape's like. Fabian Schär starting, I guess, makes sense because he had the 3-game ban. So Burns played a lot of minutes. So he's fine to be retained in the starting 11. And then Kraft comes in. I do agree with the goalkeepers. The fact that they've also first named him instead of surnamed Odi because his surname is Vlachodimos. Bit weird putting his first name. It's just like putting John or Bob, like that's his first name. It's a bit weird.
John or Bob.
I mean, the NUFC Twitter admin's having a nightmare with Oddie because he just keeps forgetting to post about him or posting the wrong name. Bizarre, very odd. But we've got big hitters on the bench, which obviously
we have. You know what? I think I'd like to have seen Kelly play at centre back. You know, we've never seen him at centre back yet, but obviously he's going to be left back tonight. The visitors, they line up like this: Owen Goodman, Hyson Biller, James Tilley, Callum Maycock, Omar Bugle, James Ball, Miles Hippolyte, Riley Harbottle, Joe Lewis, Isaac Ogundia, and Joe Piggott. Hippolyte is the one to watch tonight, Billy.
Yeah, he's the only one I've vaguely heard of, to be fair. So,
yeah,
I guess he must have been at a good level at one point. I think he might have played in Scotland for a bit, didn't he? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've got to be honest, I don't know anything about any of them.
Yeah, they're a little bit of a mystery, Alex.
Well, there's some slight differences from what we previewed from yesterday. So,
Good.
of course, Neufville, the right-sided wing back, he's on the bench, so he has been replaced. Forgive me if I can't figure out exactly who it's for.
Leicester Piggott, I think.
Is it
Leicester. I knew
Piggott?
you were going to. I knew as soon as I seen that name, Piggott. I bet on Billy to mention it within a minute, and boy, he has. There
I'll
you
double
go.
check. So they've gone with James Tilley, who's the left-sided wing back, and of course the chonk, the Omar Bugiel, however
Omar
we say the
Bugle.
nine's
Just
name.
call him Bugle. It's easier.
That's the one.
You
So
didn't
yeah,
mention
he's the
Maycock
big
last
lump
month, so
from
maybe it's him.
Callum Maycock.
potentially. I mean, he's wearing the number 8, so I'd be surprised if he's a right wing back. But yeah, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, interesting. But listen, it is Wimbledon somewhat of a mystery to us all. Now, just to let you guys know that me and Billy are not watching it through Sky. So if you're watching it on TV and you go to kick off before us, hit pause, wait for me to say, right, we're underway, and then we can all be in sync watching the game. Alex will, of course, be back at halftime and full time and that. So just so we're all in sync. So if you have got kick-off before us, hit pause, and then I'll say, right, we're underway, and then we can all be in sync together. No spoilers in the chat, please. That is one of the rules of Matchday Live here on the Toon Review. No spoilers. If you put spoilers in, the mods will remove you and possibly ban you. So we don't want that to happen. So please, no spoilers in the chat tonight. Wait till we've commentated on it, and then we can all discuss it. Graham Thompson, thank you for your super chat. He has Odysseys on his shirt, so that will be why they used his first name. Unless it's one of them names that's back to front, I don't know. Is Vlachodimos his first name? Is he Vlachodimos Odysseys? I mean, I don't know.
Odysseus is definitely a Greek first name.
Well, you would know that, Billy, being a Greek god.
Correct. Like a bit of Greek love as well.
If you have Virgin Media, the Sky Plus won't work unless you have the newest box. Martin says, hello all, good to see Asula is in from the start. Let's see what he's made of. You looking forward to seeing him tonight, Billy?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. It's an easy hit for him, isn't it? You know, not being pushed into the pressure of a Premier League game.
Yeah.
Going to get to League 2 side, he should really thrive in it. To be honest, he should do.
Yeah. By the way,
I've got some TV issues to sort out, so I will be back.
All right, we'll see you at halftime. All right, mate.
All right, mate.
So that was Stato very briefly tonight, but he's obviously wanting to get his TV issues sorted out so he can watch the game. A massive, I believe, Billy, it is a big happy birthday to Ange Mag 77 tonight. I'm pretty sure it's her birthday. Hope you've had a fantastic day, Ange, and hopefully we'll get through the next round. And it's a good performance.
Well, the Wimbledon fans have got a big banner up saying thank you, Toon, for your
fantastic gesture. Yeah, it is absolutely brilliant. Are you watching already, Billy?
It started on Sky Sports Plus, so I can pause on there if I need to.
Well,
I might just do that.
It's up to you, mate. It's up to you. Bandit says 1-0 to the Toon. Great goal, Barnes after 30 seconds. Yeah, okay. Guys, does the red button only work if you've got Sky Q? I have no idea.
Yes, I think so.
It doesn't have to be Sky Q. Okay. Fubar says Bruce Willis is actually the ghost in The Sixth Sense. That's a spoiler for you. There you go. Hope the roof lifts off and gives the players a lift. Well, I mean, they shouldn't. They need to give the fans a lift, to be honest. We want to see the same kind of intensity we saw on Saturday.
100%. It's a full house as well, so they've got all
it is.
Kind of,
it is absolutely.
Even Wimbledon have brought full selection with them, which they never used to do in the Premier League. To be fair,
no, they brought about 300, didn't they? Back in day. Keith Dites, who's been a member for an incredible 31 months on the channel. Thank you, Keith. How you guys watch matches over there, whether through some streaming service or however in the hell it's done, is the true dark arts. It's not actually, but fair enough. You just lucky over there that you get all the bloody games, to be quite fair to you. It's a bit of a shithouse situation over here in the UK. Well, I've just got that the match will start soon, Billy. So I'm I'm ready. I'm almost ready.
I can tell you when they come out and all that stuff, so you know when to go to it.
Yeah, I'll go back to main menu. I don't know why I'm talking in a Yorkshire accent. I have no idea. Ashton says, respect to Wimbledon, though, for the thanks. Hope they go up this year. Yeah, listen, the Wimbledon fans are a great bunch of fans, right? They are absolutely fantastic. And let's not forget what these fans have been through over the years with what happened with McDonald's and all of that kind of crap. Their football club was taken away from them. And, you know, they are now fan-owned. They've bounced back. They're back in the Football League where they belong. And a really nice little ground down there at Plough Lane. And hopefully that'll get sorted out quickly so they're back in league action as well. So fantastic club. And, you know, not many fans would bring a banner like that, Billy, to be fair.
Well, there's two of them now. But to be fair, there's two of them. There's one with thank you, the Toon Army and the football family. And the other one, thank you, Toon and everyone or something. They've really put effort in. It's got to be said. And
absolutely. And they'll love they'll love it. I mean, it is like, you know, we've said it. It's like a cup final for them tonight, isn't it? Brett Miller, welcome to Members Club. Sorry, mate.
The players are coming onto the pitch, Paul.
Okay. Thanks to Brett Miller for that. Let me just hover over there. We'll go there. We'll go there. And I'm still getting we'll start soon. I wonder if it's going to be in. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But the players are coming out. Remember, if you kick off before me, just pause. STL Martino says, lived in SW19 for years. Great people, great place. They're just going to enjoy the occasion tonight, Wimbledon. Yeah, they've got nothing to lose, Billy. So you'd expect Wimbledon to be, you know, I know they're a League Two side, but listen, we've seen this many, many times. Everybody thought Cambridge would come and get steamrolled. I know it was different times, and we were just starting out on the journey, weren't we? So it's massive for Wimbledon.
It's a massive payoff for them. It's like they're in a no-lose situation. They can enjoy the night out at St James's Park and enjoy the football. It's a no-lose situation for them. They're expected to get beaten quite convincingly. So they're going to. And then in the past, in their heyday, they were well known as party poopers. Absolutely, they're going to be there tonight to do the same thing. But
well, I'm a long way behind you, Billy, because the players haven't even come out on my stream yet.
Maybe they'll come out and then go straight to the game. I don't know.
Well, I'm looking through different selections and I'm getting the same ones over and over again. So I have a feeling, you might be paused a while waiting for me to get going, but that's what it's all about. Chris Gulflick, thank you for your super chat. Please make a mention for my dad, Mark, who unexpectedly passed on Friday. He was a lifelong Newcastle fan. I'm in bits, but trying to honour him. Chris, so sorry to hear that, mate. Really am. It's a very difficult time for you and the family, obviously, but try and remember the good memories. It's what I always say. You know, those are what really, really counts. Is the memories, and you know, just such sad news. But our thoughts are with you, my man. And hopefully you will grieve and get over it. Well, never get over it, I suppose, but sort of move on and try and enjoy life. Mine, I have no idea what's going on with my stream here.
Well, we're in the huddle, so it's.
Well, I've got the players on the pitch now.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, they're just going down the handshake, so I'm technically not that far behind you. But usual with everything, guys. If you are ahead of me, then just press pause, and we'll all kick off together. Absolute full house. That's fantastic to see, Billy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's even better for Wimbledon. It'd be a nice gesture if Newcastle United would donate all the crowd funds to Wimbledon. I don't think they will, Brian, but I mean, 45% of that is pretty hefty.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, I'm just seeing the well.
And they're not doing the shithousery thing either. They're actually kicking towards the Gallagate first half, which is unlike us recently. I mean, all the teams that have come up here have changed ends, haven't they?
Yeah, they've kicked towards the Gallagate second half, which is strange.
So Sky Sports Plus, for anyone that doesn't know, and Red Button, and then scroll down to the bottom, you'll find Newcastle v Wimbledon.
Yeah. So Yes, Anthony, I know I'm well behind. I can't do anything about it. You'll just have to pause if you want to be in sync with me. That's just the way it works here, unfortunately. I'm getting ready for the kickoff now, though. So make sure you're paused, and I will tell you when I'm underway here. It will be Wimbledon to kick off. Oh. I'm having problems, Billy. I may have to... I probably wouldn't even be able to get it anyway if I went through Sky, would I?
I don't know. I don't know if Now TV will do it. I don't...
Well, Now TV don't, but I wonder if... Well, no, you have to be a Sky customer.
Yeah, of course you do. Now TV app works, apparently.
What, for the match?
Yeah, Rachel just put Now TV app, go to sport, and then you'll find it there, she says.
Oh, okay, let me just...
If you've got the Now TV app, go to sport football, and you'll find the match there.
Okay. Do you want to just run through the commentary, Billy?
Yeah, I can do. Well, we're about to kick off. I mean, I'm a little bit... Obviously, I'll pause it for a while, so you're probably ahead of us.
Just knock your pause off, Billy. Go back to live and just commentate for now, and I'll sort this end out.
Okay. Right, so we have played for 1 minute 39 seconds. And Dubravka have the ball. And he just played it wide for Fabian Schär with the captain's armband floated forward, looking for the run of, looks like Lloyd Kelly on this left-hand side. Gets a cross in and it deflects off the Wimbledon defender for a corner. Straight away, Newcastle. There we go. Jason Tyndall looks like he's doing the managerial duties. He's the one standing in the manager's area there, the technical area. It will be a corner.
Christ.
And it's going to be Sean Longstaff taking it. Good grief. Short he goes. Little 1-2 played with Barnes. Plays it all the way across for Livramento, who's joining the attack. And Livramento's going to go all the way back. No, he isn't. He's gone to Fabian Schär, who's next to him. But that's a really awful corner, that. Joe Willock has it on the left-hand side. Being approached by Wimbledon players. Comes inside. Has Joe Linton available, but goes to Longstaff instead on the left wing. Back to Willock. Willock with a little ball forward, looking for the win of a soon. It's a good run, but he's not going to catch that. It skips off the greasy turf and out for a goal kick. And it will be a goal kick to Wimbledon. Nice running off the ball, though, from Willasula there. And I've just noticed that people are saying the Wimbledon kit looks too small for them. They're very tight short to Wimbledon to play. Well, certainly the captain is. Anyway, it's going to be a goal kick, which Goodman will take. And he's going long, straight down the centre of the pitch. Joe Linton's up in the air, wins it too, but guides it away for Almiron, who gives it back to Livramento. Longstaff to Kraft. And then Fabian Schär playing in the left centre-back role tonight to Lloyd Kelly. Lloyd Kelly advancing up the pitch rapidly. For Barnes, back to Kelly again. Has Joe Linton available? If he wants to give it to him, he might go back to Barnes. No press on him whatsoever. It's Martin Bradford 20 yards outside the penalty area there. Anyway, good turn. Brilliant. By Almiron. Ball inside, looking for Asula. Asula one-on-one. Asula one-on-one. Forgot to the ball with him. And the Wimbledon defender gets back and kicks it out for corner. Brilliant play there from Newcastle to get Asula free. And he was free one-on-one with the keeper. And then he kind of panicked and let the ball behind him. Brilliant from Almiron to get him through. It's all he's got to do is pull the trigger, but he doesn't do so. And Wimbledon gets back. Corner's taken. Headed away. Joe Linton takes it down in the box with a lovely bit of control and then floats it wide for Almiron. Almiron goes past one, goes past two, and he's fouled there. The line didn't flag for it, and he gives a goal kick. Definite foul, though.
This is not looking good for me, I have to say, Billy. I've tried to get the Now TV app on the MacBook, and it's not working. It's not coming up for anything for Now TV. I've got the Now TV on the internet. There's nothing there. Very strange.
Goal kick taken by the Wumbles. Long one from Goodman. Joe Linton's beaten in the air by the Wimbledon centre forward and flicked off to their Well, I ain't going to know any of their names. Anyway, it's with the left back who's gone for first time cross, which deflects off the back of Lloyd Kelly back to the Wimbledon right back. And then he goes back to centre half and then all the way back to the keeper. Long ball down the pitch, looking for no one in particular. It's going to go out for a goal kick unless Dubravka stops it, which he does. He's resplendent in fuchsia pink tonight, is Mr. Dubravka.
Lovely.
The ball is currently with Kraft, back to Cher, and now Kelly. Down this left-hand side for Newcastle, studying his options, goes down the line for Willock. But Willock has it, gets a bit of a challenge on him, but he's able to turn and goes back to Lloyd Kelly. Newcastle trying to pull the Wimbledon defence and attack and midfield out slightly, so they can operate in behind. The ball's currently with Almore. He's had a good start to the game, actually. Nice little 1-2 with Livramento. Gets a deflection off a Wimbledon player, and out of play it goes for a throw-in, which Almond takes quickly. Goes all the way back to Emil Kraft. 6 on the clock, 6 minutes and 5, and it's now with Lloyd Kelly on the halfway line. Wide for Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes comes inside and plays a nice pass for Willock, who didn't take it in control. It's taken off him by a Wimbledon player. Ball down the line for him. It's a foul there by Cher in the back of Bugiel, I believe it is, and it will be a free kick to Wimbledon just in their own half. Jackie Hood says, go to Now TV homepage, Sport Football, then scroll down to Carabao Cup.
I'm on the homepage. Go to Sport.
Then Football, then scroll down to Carabao Cup.
It doesn't say. I click on Sport and it just says Sport Top. There's nothing for the Carabao Cup.
Well, you've got all the league games, have you?
I've got the league games there. They're like EFL action, but there's nothing for the Carabao.
EFL first, then Carabao, Joel Thompson says.
Oh, hang on a minute. EFL, hang on.
Long cross comes in, it's headed away by Kelly.
Oh, there it is, man. Yeah, bugger, it's there. Yes.
Wimbledon in the box at the moment. I'll carry on until you get level with me.
Right, hang on then. I'm on, hang on. Just knock the sound off because I'll get done for that. Oh, there you go. Thank you, everybody, for that. I'm on 7 minutes and 20, Billy.
I'm about 10 seconds ahead, so I'll pause then.
Okay. If you want to pause, guys, just for 10 seconds, I'll tell you when I'm at 7 minutes 30.
38, 7:38 go to.
Okay. Three, two, one, go, Billy. So we should have Lloyd Kelly on the ball.
We do.
Yeah, and it's back to Fabian Cher. We're underway, guys. Sorry about that, but hey, what can you say? Newcastle bring the ball away now on the right-hand side with Emil Kraft. Back to Livramento. Slightly overhit that pass there. We're up and running, Billy. We're only 8 minutes off. What does my clock say? Oh, Christ, on a bike. That's miles behind, Billy. Let me just change the time here. What are we on? I'll change it to... and
a bit frustrating that we can't get a ball through. That it's skipping off the turf and they haven't kind of adjusted to it yet. We've had a few balls go straight after a goal kick, which is it's a bit frustrating for them.
Yeah, I mean, it will take a bit of time to get going, I'd imagine, Billy. It's just one of them things, isn't it? Just, a very, very different team will take a while to gel, I would imagine.
Yeah.
There we go. So the clock's a couple of seconds behind, but it's almost bang on. And Lloyd Kelly has the ball for Newcastle United. Now plays it down the left to an on-rushing Harvey Barnes. It's a good pace ball. Barnes is onto it. First time ball across, headed away by Wimbledon. Comes back to Harvey Barnes. Takes it on his right foot. Tried to clip it into the box, but kind of mishit it. And Wimbledon managed to get the ball clear. But it's very much, Billy, Wimbledon sort of get the ball and try and get it out the box and catch us on the break, which they're trying to do here. But the referee's blown for a free kick. And that looked by a foul. And Bugle is the man who was taken out by Kelly. If you want a time check with us, guys, to make sure you're level with us, we're coming up to 9 minutes, 30 seconds now. 9 minutes, 30. I mean, the instructions to get the game are absolutely shambolic, by the way, for people that are wanting to watch it. I know a lot of people have struggled to get it tonight. And haven't been able to find it very quickly. But at least we're there now, Billy. That's the main thing. It's a free kick to Wimbledon just before the halfway line, and it's not the greatest free kick I've ever seen in the world, to be honest. And Kelly knocks it back to Martin Dubravka and quickly gets on with it to Kraft now. Kraft moving forward. Do you think, Billy, if this was the original draw, I don't think there'd have been a full house here tonight. I just think, everything that's happened with Wimbledon and stuff like that with last week's fixture. I'm not disrespecting them or anything, but normally a League Two side in the Carabao, the top level's normally shut, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think so either. I agree with you. I think the fact is they've had a bit of adversity through it, and they've had to change the venue. I think that's.
Although there is a big clamour for tickets these days for people to watch Newcastle. So
there is, yeah.
You never know. Joe Willock's on the ball, just knocking it around inside the Wimbledon half at the moment. Good ball out by Fabian Schär to Livramento. On now to Almiron. Almiron cuts in on his left foot. Still going. Ball across to Lloyd Kelly. Kelly has Barnes in open space. Oh, it's awful from Lloyd Kelly.
Yeah, that's twice.
That's really poor from Lloyd Kelly. Simple ball into Barnes, and he's kicked it out for a goal kick.
As if he's wearing Doc Martin boots, then, wasn't it? It was awful.
That's poor, Billy. I mean, that's literally a 5-yard pass.
Yeah. I mean, Usain Bolt wouldn't have caught that.
There's no excuse for that, to be fair. There is no excuse for a pass like that. I'm sorry. That's dreadful.
I enjoyed Hardy Barnes a minute ago, taking his fullback down on the outside and getting across with his left foot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something you see from Mr. Almiron very often, but...
Yeah, absolutely. Remember, no spoilers in the chat, guys, if you are slightly ahead of us. If you are, just pause it. We're coming up to 11 minutes 40 on our match. So you can be level with us if you want to watch the game alongside us. Here's Lloyd Kelly again, just over the halfway line. Barnes again makes a good run. That's a much better ball from Lloyd Kelly. Barnes now down by the corner flag, cuts back on his right, rolls it back into Joe Linton now. Joe Linton to Longstaff. Miggy in a lot of space out on the right-hand side. Here he is on the ball. It's not Miggy, in fact, it's Livramento. It'll be a very soggy pitch that today, Billy. I know the drainage system's fantastic, obviously, but the surface will still be greasy. Yeah, but a lot of footballers, Billy, say they prefer playing in those type of.
The ball zips through, doesn't it?
Yeah. And again, Miggy being very direct there, winning a throw in. Livramento keen to get on with the game very quickly, and does. Knocks it to Joe Linton, back to Livramento now. Livramento to Fabian Schär. Schär into Willock now. Willock took too long on the ball there, and he's lost out. Has to be quick to get back, and does. Did well there, Willock, but the original touch was poor from him. But Wimbledon holding out here, Billy, to be honest. I mean, that's a great ball by Schär. Is Miggy onside? The flag hasn't gone up. Miggy scores! And the flag's up. I thought he had to be miles offside there. And if he is, that's not very good for Miggy, to be honest, because he had a lot of... He saw right across the line there.
Well, we'll have to have a look, see if it was. I mean, it may not have been, of course, but he's not really kicking up too much of a fuss, is he? It's a fantastic bit of...
I'd like to see that from a better angle, Billy. I mean, it was a dreadful finish. He got really lucky with that.
But it's Spanish, shouldn't he?
Yeah. But it has been disallowed. It is offside. And play goes on again now. Joe Linton in a battle with Bugle. Miggy, not a great touch from him. And Wimbledon now have the ball on the halfway line. Miggy is doing a lot of pressing here. Oh, what a ball. That is through the gap. And Emil Kraft just managed to hold off the strike. I think the offside flag's up as well. But, hey, what a ball that was.
Excellent pass, wasn't it?
Cut right through us.
I was laughing at Dubravka. I was waiting for the ball to get to him so they're coming out and kicking it.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't come out my box. I think he saw the flag up anyway, to be fair to Dubravka. Kraft now to Livramento. Almiron. Livramento. Newcastle, as expected, seen a lot of the ball here. But so far, unable to break down Wimbledon. That's a good run by Miggy. Down to the byline. Right-footed cross is a good one, but just didn't make it to Asula, who had a simple head-in had that defender not cleared it. Oh, and Joe Linton is nutmegged. He'll remember him. That is a nutmeg on Joe Linton as Wimbledon break forward now. They're getting men forward as well. They're not afraid to push the men forward out to this near side. In comes the cross, and it's blocked by Kelly, and it's a corner to the Dons.
Yes, and they're this is their strength, isn't it? Set pieces. So we have to
Certainly
be
is.
alert to things in the box here.
That was a break and a half. That, I mean, that started with a nutmeg on Big Joe.
Yeah.
Predators in the house, member for 16 months, of course. Hi, Paul and Billy and everyone in the chat from the RVI. Hope you're all doing well. Dropped you an email, Paul, just to explain the current situation. I got it, buddy. I'll reply to you just to see how you're getting on, but stay strong. Stay strong, mate. We're all with you. I'll reply tomorrow to you, buddy. So thanks for being here. Anyway, it's a corner to Wimbledon. It's going to be left-footed. It's going to be an in-swinger. 15 and a half minutes gone. In it comes. And it's to the back post. Lloyd Kelly heads it away. But again, I'm not sure about Dubravka there, Billy. Just stuck on his line. But he's come off his line this time and judges the ball very well and makes the catch.
I'm not sure about having everyone be on the ball for a corner against a League Two, so I'd have to say
I mean, there's no outlet. There was no outlet there. As soon as Kelly cleared it, Billy, there was nobody to get the ball for Newcastle and break. Kelly again with the ball down the line, and Asula chases, but again Kelly's overhit that pass.
Yep.
Right idea, Billy. He's just got to get the precision right with those passes, because that's 2 or 3 times now he's overhit them, and then a couple of times he's perfectly weighted them. He's got to get the balance right with those balls. But a good run from Will Asula there.
Yeah, he's running off the ball very good, actually. I've been watching the movement he's had in the box when Barnes had the ball, for instance. Looks really, really promising as a moving points of view. However, one time he did get one-on-one. He did kind of panic a little bit and lost control of the ball. But
yeah. Well, there he is battling for the ball. But Wimbledon break forward again. Byler, the number 2. I'll tell you something, though, Billy. When Wimbledon get the ball, they're not afraid to pass it around. They're not sort of panicking on the ball or anything like that. They are trying to knock it around. That's a poor pass, though. Just looking for a ball over the top. It didn't happen.
Yeah, they look very comfortable, don't they, to be fair to them? Especially with the ball at the feet.
It's with Livramento now, just bringing it over the halfway line for Newcastle. Back to Emil Kraft now. Kraft in turn to Fabian Schär. Pings a pass to Lloyd Kelly. Takes it well. Finds Barnes. Barnes inside to Joe Linton now. Joe Linton back to Fabian Schär. Emil Kraft is in a lot of space, but he bypasses him to Almiron. Almiron sees a good run. That's a very good run from Longstaff. Longstaff into the box. Turns. Finds Joe Linton. Joe Linton's touch was too heavy. Back to Longstaff. Livramento. Longstaff! Good football from Newcastle. And it was to be fair, it was a left foot shot that by Sean. Don't often see that. But the goalkeeper well positioned and eventually the shot straight at him. But nice little bit of interplay there.
Yeah, nice little 1-2s with Livramento, Longstaff and Joe Linton involved, but the shot was straight to the keeper. However, like you say, left footed. Obviously, he'd gone far corner, he'd have scored. But obviously
I mean, he got some decent power with that left foot there.
He did. Yeah. He started the game pretty well, Longstaff, to be fair.
Yeah, that was a good move. A good ball through by Miggy as well.
Yeah, he started really well, Miggy.
Saw the run of Longstaff. And now it's Emil Kraft with the ball, bringing it out again, finding Livramento. He brings it over the halfway line. Looking for a run. Miggy made the run, but Livramento decided not to use him. Does now. Almiron inside to Asula. Asula back to Emil Kraft. Newcastle again with a patient build-up. Fabian Schär on the halfway line. Out to Lloyd Kelly now. Kelly in bright pink boots, as is Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes knocked over there, but managed to get it back to Lloyd Kelly. He read Barnes too easy, the defender there. He saw what Barnes was going to do and just shouldered him off.
He did. That's a cracking ball, that.
Yeah, I was waiting for the flag to go, but it didn't. Brilliant ball from Fabian Schär. And now, it's not very good for Miggy trying to play in Livramento. And he's shielded out, and it's a goal kick to Wimbledon. Good defending that. But again, there's signs, Billy, that, we are, just getting the hang of being, this team has obviously just been put together for the cup game. It's, there's a lot of changes in there, and, we expect it, it's not going to be a blistering start to the game, but once they've settled in, that's when we expect them to, to start motoring, I guess.
Absolutely. I think if we get the first goal, I should say, but when we get the first goal, I think we'll kind of relax and get into the game better. But at the minute, Wimbledon is still in it. I think we need to kind of stop them being in it by being more creative and just being a bit more direct, maybe at times.
Well, the longer the game goes on, doesn't it? At 0-0, we all know that the team who are sort of underdogs will get more confident as the game goes on. The longer it stays goalless.
100%. Yeah, the longer it goes on, if they can get themselves to a penalty shootout, they'll see that as a win in the course. Penalty shootout, it's a lottery, isn't it? It really is.
Of course, that's a long way away yet. Let's not even go there, Billy. Here's Fabian Schär in the centre circle. Again, lots of space out on the right-hand side. Almiron drops short, uses Livramento. Almiron goes on the overlap. This time he turns back onto his left foot. He could have got the right foot to cross in there. He can use his right, Billy. He's already done it in this game. He could have swung the right cross in there first time.
He could have, yeah. He could have and didn't. He didn't have the confidence that time. I mean, they're really competing in the middle of the park with, we've hardly seen Joe Linton and Willock at all, have we?
Yeah, well, when Joe Linton gets the ball, Billy, I mean, they are being very physical on him, very, very tough. Oh, Barnes, that's awful, mate. That's awful. He sliced the ball completely out of play, looking for Almiron on the other side. And there's just a few really misstreamed passes going on here. Coming up to 21 minutes gone in the game. It is still Newcastle 0, Wimbledon 0, Billy.
Yeah, it's
huff and puff is what I'd call it so far.
We've kind of huffed and puffed with little kind of, we haven't really broke through apart the once when Asula did.
Yeah.
But it's not great so far.
I think it's just a killer ball.
You've got to give them credit. You've got to give them credit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really
but you wonder how long they can keep up this sort of, pace, Wimbledon. They'll certainly not be used to the pace that Newcastle United play with.
Absolutely not.
Longstaff has the ball now to Kelly. Back down the line to Longstaff. Down by the corner flag on this near side. Turns. Kelly again backs off for support. And now roll back to Fabian Schär. Super chat in from Gary Linney. My disabled husband wanted to see this and thought that he couldn't. Thanks to your team, Paul. I was able to find it on now. Thank you so much, lads. Well, hopefully he's knocked the commentary off and he's listening to us and watching the game at the same time. That's how we like to do things when the games are live on TV. We tell you to knock the commentary off, listen to us, and watch it. And hopefully we're all in sync. That ball just goes out of play there. But Wimbledon have been very physical. Of course, Billy, we know that the EFL is all three leagues in the EFL are very physical.
Yeah, 100%. They are. Yeah, and Wimbledon, of course, have a history of being a physical football side. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
The manager, of course, with ex-Spurs and Coventry City, strange enough, Johnny Jackson.
Johnny Jackson, yeah. He was a decent player, him.
Wasn't a bad winger at all.
Yeah. Schär now brings it away for Newcastle United up over the halfway line, plays it into Willock. Willock now, who needs to get himself into the game. Lloyd Kelly rolls it to Joe Linton. Again, Livramento in acres of space on that right-hand side. Longstaff finds him. Livramento now cuts inside. Looking for support. Gets it this time from Emil Kraft. Rolls it into Livramento. Back to Kraft. Just waiting for that final ball. Just somebody to make a run or play it out wide and get a cross in. We've got a big centre forward there tonight. There's no reason why we can't put the ball in. Kelly, Barnes to Willock. Plays it across to Joe Linton. Back to Willock. It was not very well hit by Joe Linton, and Wimbledon managed to intercept it and clear the ball downfield.
I should have got in Willock's way then.
And that's. I mean, Schär's pulling Bugle back there, and Wimbledon win a free kick. You can see the shirt pull. I mean, Schär's arguing with the referee, but we know that he's a big chunk up there, as Alex would say, Billy, and he held off Schär really well there.
Yeah. Didn't look comfortable there, did he, Fabian Schär?
But I tell you what, I think he's just proved that he's up for the fight. If we said goal kicks, long balls from defence, they've got an outlet there who can hold it up and win free kicks for them.
Them shorts are crossed, almighty.
Dear me. I mean, Jesus, you bend. Oh, that's an awful free kick straight to Dubravka. I mean, you bend over in a hurry, Billy. They're coming apart, surely.
Damn right, yeah.
Anyway, Lloyd Kelly's on the ball. Long time since I've seen football shorts as tight as that, I have to say, Billy. I mean, back in the day, there were short shorts and as a ball down the line looking for Longstaff, headed away for a throw-in. Almiron gets on with it quickly to Livramento. Inside to Joe Linton. Back to Livramento now. Newcastle trying to gain a bit of momentum on that far side. Inside to Longstaff. Back to Kraft. Kraft into Longstaff. Longstaff Referee tells Longstaff to get up, and play goes on. Share out to this near side now to Kelly, to Barnes. And Newcastle we're just lacking that last bit of quality, I think, Billy. There's, we're seeing plenty of the ball, but we're not. I mean, there's not really any attempts on goal.
Creativity. We're lacking a bit of creativity, aren't we?
Oh, that's terrible from Joe Linton again. Just gave the ball straight to a blue shirt. Clumsy from Big Joe. And Wimbledon now have the ball, and they bring it over the halfway line. And of course, as we've already seen, that's a brilliant ball across field. Oh, just bounced over Byler's head. But again, I mean, Joe Linton just gives the ball away there for no reason at all.
He's trying to be creative, and it's not really his game, is it? Sometimes,
Yeah.
We're lacking a little bit of creativity in the middle of the park, I've got to say.
Yeah, it's not the most exciting. I'm disappointed with Willock so far. I expected a bit more of him, Billy. I mean,
yeah,
we're doing a lot down the right-hand side. Almiron's getting involved. Livermento's involved. Now Barnes took that down beautifully, cuts in on his right foot, curls a shot just wide.
Ooh, unlucky.
And that is vintage Harvey Barnes there. Brought the ball down brilliantly and then cuts inside and fires a curling shot just wide of the upright. Delightful bit of play from Barnes, initially bringing the ball down, and then that's not far away.
It's not, is it? Really, really precise. But as I say, the control is what made that.
Yeah.
And everyone knows what he's going to do. He's going to cut inside and try and bend it, but there's no stopping it, is there?
Yeah, it's all right knowing what he's going to do. It's stopping the shot that's the problem. As Eddie Howe comes out to his technical area to have a chat with Jason Tyndall. And I don't know how they would have expected this game to have gone, Billy, because, we're coming up to, we're over 26 and a half minutes. It's still goalless. And we haven't, I don't think we've tested the keeper. He hasn't made a save
yet. No, he hasn't. I think Eddie Howe will be slightly annoyed, actually, with the way we've played. We haven't been great so far. We're steady away, but we're not creating anything.
What a ball by Share. What a ball. Mickey's in, and he's blasted over from 8 yards out.
Got to make the keeper make a save.
He's clean through on goal, Billy.
Yeah, he's got to make the keeper
What's
make a
he
save.
doing
There.
blasting it like that?
I mean, the control was superb, I've got to say. The way that he brought it down, it's a great run, great control. And then he just whacked it and he's trying to get the net.
Dear me. Come on.
Trying for the spectacular, and goalie hasn't got to make a save.
What a ball by Fabian Schär, though. Picked him out perfectly. I'm not sure the control was great, Billy. I think it just hit him in the side of the head there and dropped for him. But
it might have done. It looked better first time.
It was a bloody awful finish. He's got to be doing better than that. Flicked on again by Wimbledon, and Fabian Schär makes a good interception. Newcastle again have the ball. Lots of possession as we expected, but unfortunately, no goals so far. Kelly ignores the run of Willock, lays it into Joe Linton. Back to Kelly. And again, it just seems very static there, Billy. There's a lot of space on the right-hand side.
Every single time, I want to say.
Kraft now to Livramento. Miggy ahead of him. Kraft's made a good run. Livramento didn't see him. Could have played Kraft into the byline there. Almiron now. Back to Livramento. Longstaff. Longstaff, an opportunity to cross the ball. I mean, why aren't we crossing? We've got a 6-foot-odd centre forward there. Cross the ball. There's no excuse. And we've ended up having to go back to bloody Schär. Now, Kelly. There's no point putting a 6'2", 3" striker in there if you're not going to cross the ball.
I agree.
Barnes now for Newcastle. To Willock. Willock did have Barnes there, but decides to use Schär instead. Rolls it to Kraft. Kraft with an opportunity maybe to ping one, but he doesn't. He gives it into Almiron. Almiron, twisting and turning. Clips the ball across, looking for Harvey Barnes. It was never getting to him, and it's headed away to Lloyd Kelly. Lots of pressure from Newcastle United. And here's Harvey Barnes. Barnes still looks for options. Gets it from Emil Kraft. Kraft brings it forward. Plays it out wide again to Livramento. Livramento cuts back onto his left foot. Livramento, Joe Linton in support.
Just go around in
Back
circles,
to Fabian Schär. Schär, he was teeing it up, Billy. He was teeing up, but closed down quickly. Here's Longstaff to Joe Linton. Longstaff heads towards the penalty area. Back to Almiron. To Joe Linton.
Down here on the bottom, look, completely unmarked.
Yeah, completely unmarked. But he's not really making any
He's not
attempt to
calling
call
for
for
it.
the ball,
No,
though.
he's not. But he doesn't want to alert the players, I guess. He's going to get it now.
Barnes.
He should get it now.
Willock. Barnes again. Barnes back to Joe Willock. Clips a ball out to Livramento. It's a beautiful ball. Livramento first time across. Bounces around in the penalty area and Wimbledon managed to clear it.
Good tackle.
And Kelly stands up to bugle this time. And Newcastle win it back with Willock. Pressure really starting to build now on Wimbledon. Half an hour gone. Still goalless at St James's Park on Matchday Live here on the Toon Review. 3,500 people watching tonight so far across X and YouTube. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel and you like what you see. Come and be part of our incredible community on the Toon Review. Yep. Twat got in the way. Miggy sees the funny side of it. I don't think the ref could do anything about that, to be honest.
Silverhead Belland.
So keep that subscribe button getting hammered, guys. Let's see what we can finish tonight's show on as we bid to head towards 33,000 subscribers. Your number one channel for all Newcastle United news, transfers, commentaries, everything on here. Share plays it wide. Miggy tries to flick it on, and it's cleared again. And Emil Kraft picks the ball up now. Inside to Livramento. To Longstaff, plays it on, but the goalkeeper's quick off his line there for the Dons. And Wimbledon have possession back. I mean, Wimbledon, they're keeping a very, very, very disciplined line, Billy, and we're finding it very hard to break them down.
Yeah, very rigid shape, isn't it? They're not man marking as such. It's only marking looking like it, and everything's falling for them so far. Got to give them credit.
Long kick up the field again, and it's a good job. Fabian Schär got a touch on that, Billy, because I'm not sure that Emil Kraft was switched on there.
No.
Barnes again now for Newcastle. Rolls it to Kelly. Kelly back to Schär. And again, it goes out to this right-hand side where I think the majority of Newcastle attacks have come from. But Barnes is in acres of space on the left-hand side. He plays it into Asula. Asula, nice touch. And Asula goes for a curling shot, but it's high and wide as well. And that just sums up the night so far, Billy.
It was an awful shot, but at least he had the confidence to go for it. And he had a nice shape on it, but it was well over it, wasn't it?
Yeah. Again, a lovely ball in by Schär to Miggy, who was getting almost his shirt ripped off his shoulders there. How that wasn't a free kick, I'll never know. But it remains goalless, and a goal kick to Wimbledon. Again, the keeper not tested.
Absolutely. I could have played a goal for Wimbledon so far tonight. We couldn't make. Not safe to make.
Their number 9 is an absolute handful. He's not frightened to get stuck in. And there's, the last couple of goal kicks that have come in for Wimbledon, Billy, he's not afraid to, give as good as he gets. Barnes, fantastic pace, but a great tackle. And a throw to Newcastle United. Yeah,
better pass there from Kelly as well. I think Anthony Gordon would have been through then.
Well, Barnes turned on the after, but he had some ground to make up there, Billy, and he almost did.
Yeah, he did. Good defending.
Fabian Schär, who's put some great through balls in so far in this first half. Livramento now. Almiron back to Livramento. And again, a lot of passing sideways and backwards at the minute. Longstaff. Almiron cuts inside, looks for somebody to make a run somewhere. And now we get Willock on the ball. And Barnes again now. Barnes has looked one of the most dangerous so far in this first half. Here he is. Willock's trying to make a run. Barnes. Kelly, will he cross the ball? Yes, but it's hit the Wimbledon defender and out for a corner.
I think he got that in some way. He didn't want to get it.
The reluctance to cross the ball, I don't understand tonight, Billy. If we've got Asula in the box, he's a big man. Why do we keep circling back? It makes no sense.
Bruno's giving Longstaff some instructions here about the corner.
Yeah, he is. Bruno's having a chat with I don't know whether something's come from the dressing room to feed back. Longstaff takes it short to Barnes, and now Willock has it. Willock rolls it to Livramento. Livramento back to Harvey Barnes. Barnes again into the penalty area now. Barnes cuts back on his right foot. Shooting opportunity, well blocked. Comes to Fabian Schär. Has to turn. Rolls it to Livramento now. Livramento. Joe Linton. Again, to Livramento. And now it's to Almiron. Almiron. This time wants to take some players on. Gets it back to Tino. Livramento now heads over. But good ball. Osula, that looked offside.
What's he passing it for there?
I don't know. Again, the reluctance to shoot, Billy. Miggy's right on the corner flag now, and nothing comes of it but a Wimbledon goalkeeper's claim. Why didn't Osula pull the trigger there?
We're trying to walk the ball in, aren't we? It's,
84% possession, Billy, so far.
Yeah.
Just over 35 minutes gone at St James's Park. We still have no goals. 4 shots for Newcastle.
Yeah, 84% possession and just 4 shots. And none of them have been on target, have they?
No, that's not good enough from Kraft either. That's out of play. And I just wonder if frustration's going to kick in, Billy, because it's not great. For all the possession we've had, we tend to go, backwards and sideways, and we're not pulling the trigger when the opportunity arises. We're not crossing when the opportunity arises. I don't know. I'm kind of confused.
Well, for starters, they're not putting the same intensity in as they did against Man City. It's not the same enthusiasm as I can see. It's as if they've got out there expected to win the game, but yeah, you've got to work first.
Yep. Long throw into the penalty area there for Wimbledon. Here's Hippolyte on the ball, clips it back in towards the penalty area. Again, it's bouncing around. Chance for Wimbledon! And that looked offside. Dubravka makes a good save. Bugle's gone in very hard on Dubravka. Had every right to be honest, but the goalkeeper's hurt. I don't think there was any intention by the Wimbledon striker. He's going to see a 50-50 chance. He's going to go for it.
No, of course he is. And if he's watching Newcastle United, the last player who wants to get injured is Dubravka.
Yeah, it was a 50-50. There was no malice from the Wimbledon player there. Just a 50-50 ball. It was definitely offside. And Dubravka's just caught the studs of the Wimbledon player, but he's still down at the minute.
Get him off.
Well, I don't know whether he sort of hit his knee, Billy. I mean, whether the studs caught his knee or not.
No point risking him, lads. Get him off.
I mean, I think it is his knee, Billy. It's his knee they're working on there. Yeah. But for the players we've got out on that pitch, this so far not quite good. I mean, Willock needs a rocket up his arse as far as I'm concerned. Willock should be starring in this game, Billy. He should be wanting the ball. He should be driving the ball forward. He should be a lot more involved than what we've seen so far.
Yeah, it's not just that though. I mean, they've got to get the ball to him as well. It's 6-1 after, isn't it?
Yeah, but Billy, 5 minutes ago he was on the edge of that box, and we said he's just not calling for the ball.
Yeah, he's not that kind of player, is he? But he's got to get himself into the game somehow. Just get him off. Just no point in risking him. Get the twat off.
This doesn't look good for Martin Dubravka, I have to say. Peter Garthwaite, thank you for his super chat. He says, should have started with all the big hitters, got the game won in the first half and took them off and brought the kids on.
Yeah, he looks in agony. Get him off.
Yeah. You can tell that Billy is not a fan of the Newcastle United goalkeeper. He's back on his feet now, but he's...
It looks like he's forced now.
He can't put much weight on that knee
at all. Get him off. No point wasting a man. Get him off.
Yes, let's learn lessons from last season, guys. Let's learn some lessons here. He can't walk, man. Never mind playing goal here.
Don't make out you're all right, Dubravka, you twat. If you're not right, get off.
Well, he won't want to go off, will he?
Exactly,
he knows his games are limited this season, so he won't want to go off.
The team, he should be saying, "Well, but this place, yeah." If he gets caught with a shot that he can't get to because his legs are hanging off, you know what I mean?
That's very extreme, hanging off, Billy. I mean,
look, he can't even walk. He can't even limp.
Yeah, he's.
Get him off the frigging pitch, man. Why can't they take?
Well, Wimbledon to just get the ball now, shoot from 50, 60 yards, and Dubravka has to scramble. He's knackered, really.
Don't pass it back, whatever you do, you fucking plant pots.
Well, players back underway, and the ball is on the right-hand side. Poor ball by Livramento, but picked up by Joe Linton. Lots of space on the left-hand side. Lloyd Kelly bursts down the left, gives it to Barnes. Barnes cuts back on his right, lays it into Joe Linton. Back to Barnes. Swings it across to Livramento, slightly behind him though. Livramento has to check it again. The quick move's gone dead again.
They're defending really well.
Share to Harvey Barnes. Joe Willock. Willock turns. Side to Kelly. Back to Willock. Willock. Fabian Share. Lots of space on the right again for Livramento. Livramento to Longstaff, who's knocked over quite easily, I have to say, but a free kick given to Wimbledon.
Well, the linesman didn't flag for that, and the referee can't see because he's got about 30 players his way.
Well, I'm not sure who fouled who there, because Longstaff ended up on the floor, yet has got a free kick against him. Oh, there.
There's no free kick there.
Did he win the ball? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the linesman's right. He stood 3 yards away, didn't flag.
Well, it's a free kick to Wimbledon anyway. And I'm sorry to say, Billy, but I've been saying that the ball's been passed back and across too many times tonight.
Congrats.
Flicked on again by Wimbledon, and now an opportunity. And Willock, that's a free kick to Wimbledon. Indeed it is. And in a very good position for a team that is good at... What was Willock doing there?
Looks like a rugby tackle.
I mean, that's not great from Joe Willock. I'm sorry.
Especially
but
the goalkeeper that can't stand up.
He didn't even make any attempt to get the ball. He just grabbed the man and threw him to the floor.
Yeah, mental.
Wow.
Very odd.
Indeed it is. But it's a free kick to Wimbledon. And if they've got any sense about them, Billy, I would just put a shot in here, skidding across the floor and testing Dubravka. He's still limping, look. I mean, there's 5 players around the ball for Wimbledon here.
We're lacking that bit of creativity, bit of flair in the middle of the park. That's what we're lacking.
Yeah.
Someone to unlock a defence. We haven't got anyone to do it in the middle of the park.
Well, they're not using the centre forward either. I mean, Asula may as well not be there because they're not putting any crosses in or anything for him. Free kick to Wimbledon, clipped into the boards of back post, headed away by Livramento. Wimbledon get possession back now. Try and head towards the corner flag. Hippolyte can't get through. Good challenge by Almiron. Almiron plays the ball long, looking for Asula. Headed back. Livramento battling for the ball on the far side. Does really well. And now sets Miggy away. Miggy down the right-hand side. 3 Wimbledon players come to him. And they tackle him. And it's a throw-in level with the penalty area.
Yeah, it's good play from lads, actually. Like Livramento and Almiron there.
Livramento did really well to get through all those players. But Dubravka's still limping. I mean, here we go again, Billy. Clearly injured. Struggling to walk. And they keep him on the pitch.
Yeah, that's
foul
on
Livramento. Yeah, indeed.
Flag for it. Yep.
Foul by Tilly. And a free kick to Newcastle. I mean, this is an opportunity here. Swing the ball in. We've got some big guys in that penalty area to try and get on the end of him. But I think...
I wonder if he'll go to his pub later.
Tilly's?
Yeah.
Oh. Longstaff again on set pieces.
I mean, this is unbelievable, isn't it? I
And
mean, look at that. He's not
he
10
can't
yards
even
away.
hit the first mark.
He's not 10 yards away, was he? Let's be honest.
But Billy, come on.
I mean, I don't know what we're trying to do here. I'm sure we've got a corner out of it. But...
Well, I don't even know what the hell that... I mean, oh, my God. It's getting frustrating. It's getting frustrating already. Well, not already. We're coming up to half time. Johnny Jackson will be delighted with his first half from his players.
Of course he will.
Longstaff again with the corner for Newcastle. Couple of minutes to half time. There will be a bit of injury time, of course, for the injury to Dubravka. Longstaff plays it low, looking for Share. And that was Share knocked over. No, says the referee. Miggy goes down.
He was.
No penalty, says the referee.
This ref don't want to give us anything, does he?
What's he done here? He's given the penalty.
He's given it in the end.
Yeah. I mean, he let play go on for a long time there before he blew the whistle to give a penalty.
I wonder if the linesman must have told him. Must have been a linesman decision, that one.
Well, he's got the yellow card out.
Can book the linesman. No, not his booking. Is that Bugle?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's
No,
Tilly.
it's Tilly. No, it's not.
No,
It's
not.
Biela. Bieler. I mean, The first one was questionable.
A clever corner.
Yeah,
I mean,
and then the
that
one
could have
on
been a
Mickey.
corner. This is definitely a penalty. Leicester's left his foot in there.
Yeah.
Fell over his whip.
But then he played on.
Yeah, for at least 30 seconds, and then thought, oh, actually, I will give a penalty.
I mean, I'd like to see another angle on that. We've only seen one angle for the penalty, so I mean, it's going to be Fabian Schär who's going to take it, Billy. The captain is stepping up as we've just ticked over 45.
Well, it might not be. This could be a Kieran Trippier type move, just to take the pressure off whoever is taking it. I mean, we've seen him, but I mean, who would take it? Harvey Barnes?
It is Fabian Schär.
Yeah.
Scott Penrose, member for 5 months, needing a pen to score against Wimbledon. What am I watching? Well, we haven't scored it yet. Here comes Fabian Schär and tucks it home. The normal, calm, cool as you like from Fabian Schär. And Newcastle United take the lead right on half-time against Wimbledon. And it's time to go and grab your granny because she's wombling around Wimbledon. It's 1-0 to Newcastle. Pretty good penalty, that, Billy.
It's a brilliant penalty. He's suckered the goalkeeper going the wrong way, just knocked it inside him, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was wrong-footed, wasn't he? Completely wrong-footed.
A very undeserved lead, I have to say.
Well, I mean, if you're looking at possession-wise, then yes, we've dominated the game possession-wise, but
Created nothing, have we?
No. But hey, we're 1-0 up now. That might release the floodgates.
Yeah, it
Hopefully.
might pull Wimbledon out. More's the point. They might think, well, we're one down, might as well go for it.
Nothing to lose. No, absolutely.
We've got spaces for us to play in then, hopefully. But there you go.
But the fact it's took a penalty to get the first goal, I mean,
well,
there's so many good players on that pitch for Newcastle. Just you find it just weird. But hey, that's how football works sometimes. You think you're going to tonk somebody, and then it ends up being a lot closer than you thought. I mean, Wimbledon, no pushovers. They've had a good start of the season. Here's Almiron. 4 minutes, by the way, added on by the referee at the end of the first half. And it's with Joe Linton. Plays it across to Schär. And now Lloyd Kelly. Barnes. I mean, they're just not playing for Asula at all, are they? They're just... Like, he's just been he's just anonymous. Yeah. Great ball out again by Schär. Gilles Gallard, thank you for your super chat. Can we play Schär as centre forward? Well, he does like a goal, does Fabian?
He does.
And Miggy, I'm not sure Wimbledon. Well, Dubravka's got to come off at half time. He can hardly bloody walk, man. Jesus,
yeah, but he should have told the physio so he wasn't able to play on, and the physio should have known that he wasn't able to play on. He should be on the pitch now. This is lessons not learned from last season when Lascelles played on with a cruciate ligament injury. It was ridiculous.
Yep. Asula flicks it on to Miggy. Now Miggy heads to the byline. He'll get there. Oh, keep playing in first time. He doesn't. He clips it in towards Willock, headed away. And that was a good chance. And now Wimbledon break.
Well, yeah, counter-attack stuff.
Good defending by Lloyd Kelly, though. And then gives away a free kick. I mean, I think Wimbledon were having a word with Miggy there. I'm not sure they like the fact that he's thrown himself to the floor so many times, Billy. But welcome to playing against South American players.
Well, I think he was definitely brought down for the penalty.
Yeah, I think so. I'd like to see it from another angle, though, but I think it was a high challenge. And if you're putting your foot up towards the midriff of someone...
Well, I need to look on a score here. There's like 10. We're not bothered, are we? There's no get up and go about us as a foul there, referee.
George, thank you very much for a super chat, buddy. Eventually got it on my phone. What a carry on. Missed most of the half. I know it's not advertised very well at all, to be fair. Oh, that's a painful one for Sean. That
a nasty one, that.
Yep. Was he booked there? I don't know. Wimbledon have had a booking, though, haven't they, before the penalty? I forgot to put that on the scoreboard.
Yeah, boiler. Anyway, it's half-time now.
Yep. Half-time whistle goes. It's Newcastle United 1, Wimbledon 0, and I have to say, very uninspiring first half, Billy.
Yeah, it's not been great. It's been hustling and bustling without creating an awful lot, if anything. The goalkeepers had an easy time with the Wimbledon goalkeeper until just before half time when they conceded the penalty for a foul at Almiron. And we haven't had all the play, but don't think we've done enough to deserve the lead, to be fair.
I mean, Dubravka is hobbling off. He won't be back for the second half at all.
Selfish play by him.
Why is he still on the pitch?
Yeah, it's shocking.
I mean, isn't this exactly what happened last year, Billy? And we were talking about leaving players on with clear injuries. And you're at risk there, especially with the goalkeeper who's suddenly his mobility's at risk. And, you know, Wimbledon obviously didn't get an opportunity, but I think they should have put one close in on him on that free kick.
Yeah, definitely.
But they didn't.
That's good trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. Niall Powell, who's been a member for 15 months. Thank you very much for your support, Niall. We are so narrow. We need to get fullbacks overlapping and crosses in for Asula. Dan Robinson with a super chat. Howe needs to develop a strategy for low blocks.
Well, he's probably got one with more creative players on the side, Dan. He's left all his, the Bruno and Tonali on the bench tonight. So,
yeah, but we've got to question, Billy. We've got to question the lack of crosses.
I agree. Yeah,
putting Asula in up front. There's just no point playing him if we're not going to play to. I mean, look, we've said before that maybe we're not using Isak as his strengths either.
No, we're not clearly not.
Alex.
Hello, how are we doing?
Well, I mean, pretty disappointed with that, to be honest.
I mean, it's normal, isn't it? You've got 11 men behind the ball of a League Two side, and we've got a lot of runners. So, they're trying, but you've got like Livramento, Miggy, Willock, who are all kind of runners in behind. And there's not really a lot of space. There's been a few opportunities to run in behind occasionally, but it's one of those.
Yeah,
it's
Alex,
one of those games.
These are Premier League players. Where is the? This is what.
I'm not buying that. It doesn't matter.
Oh, no, come on! They're a League Two side. You should be better to pass your way around and find a way around them. Surely.
No, I'm not buying that. If you've got 11 men behind the ball, it's always going to be tricky. You need somebody who's able to play that killer pass. Barnes has been able to do a couple of better things, but when there's limited space, it really does depend. We need that final, more interesting ball, and a lot of the players that we've got in our squad who can play that interesting ball are not in this team. So Bruno, Tonali, Lewis Hall, Kieran Trippier, those players that have got that interesting final ball are not on the pitch.
So why are we not crossing the ball, Alex? That's what I don't understand. We've got Asula there, and we're not crossing the ball times to cross. And we're not.
Because we've got Miggy on the right, who's an inverted winger. We've got two inverted wingers with a big striker. So Barnes is cutting in and having a go at shots, which have been close-ish. Miggy's been getting into, again, typical Miggy stuff, getting into fantastic positions, but then he cuts back, and because he then has to play the cross on his left foot. I mean, they were close, but again, it gives the Wimbledon players an extra 2-3 meters of recovery to get set. And yeah, it's.
Well, I mean, the second half might be different because Wimbledon obviously have got to come out now. They've got nothing to lose. They're a goal down, and that might create some chances up top. But I think 100%. Willock needs to get into the game more. He's Willock should be hungry for the ball, and I'm not seeing that in the first half.
Yeah, I don't know.
He hasn't done anything, Alex. He hasn't done anything, Willock. He hasn't been involved.
I think you're being overly harsh in the assessment. I think it's 11 men behind the ball. What do you want him to do?
It's a League Two side, Alex. Come on.
But there's not space for him to maraud into. That's Joe Willock.
No, but I'm saying when he gets the ball, he's had the ball a few times on the halfway line, and he's turned to just give a simple rolled pass. He's not really. You know how sometimes when he gets the ball, we expect Willock to burst forward with the ball.
Because there isn't the space to do that. There isn't the space to do that. I'm not saying he's been great, but there isn't. He's coming back into playing fully, and he's in a game where it doesn't suit what Willock does. Like, what are you expecting Willock to do now? Drive through three players? Like,
take some players on. At least try and take a couple of players on. He hasn't done anything.
Okay, fine. That's a fair assessment, but I feel like what you said before is harsh. That I agree with. Should Willock try and take a few players on? Yeah, well, definitely. Try a little bit more of taking someone on and get past a man, but he's got a job to do. He's not a winger today. He's a midfielder. So again, it depends. It depends who's gone on, who's back.
I mean, you know what? I'd like to maybe see Barnes and Miggy swap over a couple of times and maybe try and get some crosses in for Asula. Try something different. You know, if they're just stacking men behind the ball, then maybe just try something a little bit different to try and get crosses in for Asula.
Yeah, but we don't. We're all right now because we're 1-0 up. So there's going to be naturally more space anyway. It's fine. It's just
they won't even come out now. Stato, to be fair.
Yeah, there's a few people in the chat agreeing with me. We've got a marauding team. Southern Geordie's got it. We've got a marauding running team against a massive low block.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but this has always been a problem for Newcastle against the low block, Alex, and we don't seem to have been able to. We don't seem to be able to work the low block out
because we've got the technical players on the bench or not playing.
Well, what do you make of Dubravka's injury? Because again, I mean, have lessons not been learned from last season?
He was so slow. He was so slow off his line. I mean, I was appalled by the fact that they got in there, even though it was offside. He was so slow to react to that.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe how slow it was. But if he's injured, he needs to come off.
Stato, the ball that come to him, sort of near the area, just waiting for it to come to him instead of coming out and moving it.
Yeah, it's. Yeah,
I mean, just seeing a replay of the penalty here, I can't believe how long it took the referee to give it because it seemed like
it was a long time.
The linesman didn't even flag. He just.
I thought he'd moved on. I thought I thought he was going to say no.
They're both penalties. What I say, both of them are. Even the show.
Well, my first view of the replay was no pen on the first one, pen on the second one.
Miggy's throwing himself around. I mean, Wimbledon are getting a bit annoyed with him. Tristan says, sorry, Stato, if they can't break down a League Two side, they aren't meant to be in our league, their levels to football. I have no idea what you mean by that.
I completely disagree. There's levels to football knowledge as well. And you're playing a marauding team against a low block. You can't suddenly expect a marauding inverted winger to. No, it's just ridiculous. Every player's got different skill sets. And we've got a lot of players that play a interesting pass, a killer through ball, all the key passes, all of the highest chance creators through interesting passing are not playing today. Your Bruno's.
Yeah, but that's the interesting point you make there, Alex. Though is that
because we needed to rotate.
We're a couple of injuries away from being non-creative. If we get injuries in that midfield, we're screwed.
Yeah, we didn't supplement in the summer. So if we get a lot of injuries to all the technicians again, if we get like a Lewis Hall, a Trippier, and Tonali injuries, yeah, we've lost a lot of technicians all at once. So that would be problematic. We're a little bit more one-dimensional then. We don't have as many weapons to break teams down. We've got great weapons on the pitch to break teams down today, but players like Joe Willock.
I'm just looking at the stats there. Successful crosses, 0 out of 9 attempts.
Yeah, we've got inverted wingers, and they're cutting back in, which are allowing the team to set before the cross comes in, and they're not fantastic.
They're playing zonal as well, aren't they? They're playing zonal as well, which is
they've also got 3 centre halves.
Yeah,
like it's pretty normal that
it's
this is
understandable
happening.
why it's happening, but I think we need someone in the middle of the park that can lock the door. You need to play all 3 of those at once. Seems a bit daft to me, but there you go.
Well, maybe Hal thought it was just going to be enough regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, that enough is good enough tonight, isn't it? Just get through. Niall says, Paul, I agree. Willock needs to run at the players. I think a Murphy would be a better choice. He tries things even if they don't come off. Foxy says, I don't think people understand how difficult it is at times trying to break down a team that parks the bus, especially when we don't really have creativity.
Exactly that.
Wimbledon will come out as 4-4-2 now. Well, it's up to them to sort of come out and change it a little bit. Kenzie says, so Alex, does that mean that if there's limited space, he's completely unable to play football?
Who? Well, I mean, he's been a little bit more limited today because that is the main feature of his game, is when he's allowed to drive into space, pick his head up, play interesting forward passes. That is Joe Willock's game in a nutshell. So we're asking him to, when there's 11 players in front of him, to then go and make something happen. And he's trying stuff with like Kelly's trying to help. And Barnes is obviously then just inverting. We could probably do with somebody going to the byline. I don't like Kelly's overlaps. He's standing behind Barnes. I don't know why he's not going to the byline. I don't know if that's instructional, but the overlap is
pass has been dreadful, actually, over hitting passes.
But watch Kelly. He doesn't overlap. He gets level with the winger of Barnes and just doesn't. He just stops.
Yeah.
And then Barnes has to turn fully 180 degrees to give a pass back to Kelly. It is a bit weird. I don't know why.
About 2 yards as well.
Yeah, it's peculiar. And then there's no space for Kelly to do anything because it's so close. It's a bit weird. Definitely strange build-up from the fullbacks.
Well, the question is, who is the goalkeeper that's going to come on at half-time? Is it going to be John Ruddy or is it going to be Placodemus?
The most pointless flip of the coin I have ever seen in my life.
It'll probably be Dubravka. He'll come out on crutches.
Oh, Jesus. Channel Right, thank you for your super chat. With respect, Wimbledon are professional football. It's still difficult to play using their tactics. DK35 says, however, can't break a low block down with our best team.
What?
I think he means even when we've got a full strength side out, we find it difficult against the low block, even with the creative players.
It's something we've got to get better at. It's a transitional thing that we've had to deal with going from a relegation fighting side to all of a sudden we've signed and improved our team in a couple of years. We need to now understand how to have a lot more possession and how to break down really defensive teams. We have to go through this transition. We can't do what Man United have done and just never ever progress from a counter-attacking team. We've got to find creative solutions to these things.
Shearer would have had our wingers round the throat for not crossing the ball. Yeah, we played a very
Champions League scores, interestingly.
Go on, Billy.
Brest are 4, but Red Bull Salzburg. Arsenal are beating PSG 2-0. Dortmund are beating Celtic 5-1.
Oh. Dortmund are beating Celtic 5-1.
Half time. Emre Can, Adeyemi hat-trick and Gulassi with a penalty. Celtic actually equalised the first goal, but been non-stop since then. Slovan Bratislava 0, Man City 2, and the rest are all league games, which we ain't giving shit about because it's the league below us.
Leverkusen Milan's 0-0.
I'm sorry, Celtic. Dear God.
I'm surprised Salzburg are losing to Brest 4-0. Didn't we beat Brest in pre-season?
Yeah.
They were poor as well. I'm surprised Salzburg are getting absolutely pumped.
They had a good pair up front, to be fair to them.
Yeah, I've got a good pair. David Smith, who's been a member for 28 months. Thank you for your support, David. We are becoming an entitled lot. 85% possession with a changed team. Could be Cambridge, Hereford, etc., and a lot worse. I'm not saying we're entitled at all. I just want to see a bit better. I think I expected better. But, you know, at the same time, yes, it's a low block. We don't have creativity. I mean, we do have creativity. Barnes and Willock are creative players, but
to a level, yeah. Like Barnes looks okay. He looks up for it. He looks like the most. He looks like the highest level on that side of the pitch. When he gets the ball, he looks like he's on another level compared to the others around him. When he's moving, passing, he looks sharp. But he's got to get that final touch, whether it's the shot, the cross. It might come in the second half. He might get something. He might get a goal.
Bruno's on anyway. Bruno's on second half.
Yeah, Bruno's on second half.
Not surprising. We do need a bit more.
We are changing goalkeepers, and it's Vlachodimos who's coming on. Alex, we'll let you go. We'll see you full time, bud.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see a bit more creativity with Bruno on now. We've got a final pass player.
He's took the armband in, certainly, as well.
He has, yes. We'll see you full time, mate. So that was Alex. So Odyssey's Vlachodimos is coming on, and so is Bruno. I'm not sure who's gone off.
I think Longstaff for Bruno.
I think it's Longstaff. Yeah, I'm sure I didn't see him. Bruno's now having to. He's took his vest off, and it's obviously a bit warmer out there than he thought it would be. Bill.
Yeah.
So Dubravka's off. On comes Vlachodimos for his full debut.
I just hope he doesn't tease us till he loses control tonight.
It's Harvey Barnes off, Billy.
Interesting. That means Willock will go to left wing, won't it? And
Yeah, I would assume so.
Resting
Yeah.
Barnes for Saturday, I imagine.
Yeah.
Half each.
Anthony says that's a
creativity
bad
could be
sub
key
for
for
Sean
us.
if he's come off. No, it's not Sean, mate. It's Harvey Barnes.
Yeah, Sean's about to set the kickoff. I mean, he's done everything tonight. It's Mr. Sean Paul.
Absolutely. Almost ready to go. It will be Longstaff to get us underway for the second half. Just waiting for the referees go ahead. Getting his watch ready, and away we go for the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Again, 4,000 watching tonight, Billy, over both platforms on X and YouTube.
It's Joe Linton that's gone out to left wing, incidentally.
It is, yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel and you like what you see. This is your #1 channel for Newcastle United content with news, transfers, all sorts of shows, live shows, the women's show, and of course, every Newcastle United game, live commentary on Matchday Live. So please get yourself subscribed. Come and join the fantastic community. And don't forget to hit the notification bell as well, so you don't never miss an upload or a live show. And of course, keep those likes coming in, guys. Thank you very much in advance for all of that. The game is back underway, and I'll just put the scoreboard up again. There we go. And Newcastle have it with Joe Linton on the far side. Immediately starts running towards, well, Livermento's gone out to the left, Billy.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Kelly's gone to centre half, Trav gone to right back.
Who?
They've swapped in games. Kelly's gone to centre half, Kraft's gone to right back, Livermento to left back.
Wow. Okay. So he very much likes the inverted stuff, doesn't he? I mean, bloody hell. I mean, I guess he's trying something just to unlock the door.
He probably wants to see.
Oh, what a ball by Cher. Can Joe Linton get there? No, just too far in front of him. But that's the ball that Joe Linton likes from Cher. He cuts when he makes that run inside, Billy, and it almost paid off there.
Yeah, it was a great little run. Well spotted, just slightly wrong angled the pass, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Barnes won't be injured, Slothy. He'll be just rested.
Yeah, he'll be rested. Just big game coming up, of course, 5:30 on Saturday. You'll be able to listen to that right here on the Toon Review. It is on Sky. I think it's on Sky. Yes, it is, 5:30. So you'll be able to watch it and, of course, listen to us instead of the terrible Sky Sports commentary, which it is, Billy.
It is indeed.
But Wimbledon have a throw here, and it's going to be the old long throw coming in here. And it is indeed a long throw. Joe Linton's underneath that, though. Volleys it away for Newcastle. And Bruno then gives it the big up and under. Asula's gone after this. The keeper's way off his line here and dealt with it really well. Can Newcastle get the ball from that? No, they can't. A little bit of a tussle in the midfield there. It's now out to the right-hand side with Almiron. He's got an overlap from Kraft, but a good ball inside to Bruno now. Bruno into Longstaff, and good block. Will it go for a corner? It will. I think Longstaff just tried to clip that into Asula there, but he did have Willock in a lot of space. But I'm pleased we actually saw a ball trying to get Asula involved.
We have 48 minutes in for Antassi. He wants the time check. Yeah, that was good football, actually. I enjoyed that. Yeah. Almiron did really well there. And Bruno, of course.
Yeah. Miggy's done all right tonight. He's had a good game.
Yes,
Here comes the corner, headed away. Sorry, Billy?
There's a better corner. A better corner. At least he went in the box, into the mixer kind of thing.
Yeah.
We still have the ball.
Willock now to Fabian Cher. Cher plays a ball out to the right again. Almiron gets involved. Kraft on the overlap. He is Longstaff to Kraft. Kraft got support there from Longstaff. Kraft tackled, but Bruno wins it back. Lovely spin on the ball. A nice ball into Willock. Willock now to the byline, and it's another corner to Newcastle.
Yeah, his first touch let him down, didn't it?
Yeah, I think Willock knew there because he put his head in his hands there. I think Willock looks like he's had a bit of a
roasting,
because he's putting himself around very early in this second half. Well, it is indeed Willock who's going to take the corner. Referee making sure he's 10 yards back here because Newcastle blatantly go short. And now it's back to Almiron. Opportunity to cross the ball, but doesn't. Goes to Livermento. That's a beautiful cross to Bruno at the back post, and he just couldn't
What did he hit it?
Yeah, I thought he should have dived and headed that. It was certainly looked more easier to do that than it would be to try and, I think, well, I'm not sure it was an over kick, a scissor kick, or what he went for there, Billy, but I don't know what he was trying to do.
He just didn't do anything, did he? He just jumped it feet first and got nowhere near it.
Yeah, but a very positive start to the second half, I have to say.
Yes, much better.
Tinkered with a few things, Billy, and it seems to have, and of course, maybe a stern talk or two to say we need to be a little bit better.
Be interesting to watch Lloyd Kelly play at centre half. He's not really seen him there, have we, so far?
No. But it's nice to have a player like that, isn't it? I mean, I think he's better at left back than Dan Burn.
No, absolutely.
And obviously we're seeing him now. Johnny Jackson is very animated on the sideline there. I think he'd be very proud of his players so far, though.
Yes, of course he will. No doubt about that.
5 minutes gone in the second half. Still 1-0 to Newcastle. Fabian shares penalty at the end of the first half. And now Livramento over there on the left-hand side, pushing forward for Newcastle United. Lays it into Bruno. Bruno, little sidestep over into Longstaff. I don't think we'll see Tonali tonight, Billy. I think he's there on the bench, but I don't think Eddie would want to play him really if he can avoid it.
Well, especially after having an ice back on his knee. I know he had cramp. But
yeah. Oh, that's
what
not
the hell was
that? Yeah. Till he intercepted that rather easily. As Wimbledon now try and play the way out. But Newcastle, suddenly that high press looks like it's kicked into action here. But nice bit of play. But we've won the ball back. Here's Longstaff. Leaves it for Almiron. Oh, ouch. Almiron caught again. He's had a couple of painful ones, as Miggy, tonight.
And good credit to him, though. He got straight back up.
Yep.
I think you're getting a yellow card for that.
It is a yellow card. So another one for Wimbledon.
Not a nice one, that.
Hippolyte very, very late there. Dan Robinson, thank you for another super chat. He says, I always imagine Howe's halftime team talks in games like this beginning. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Hopefully we'll get a second soon. Well, here's Willock, who's probably touched the ball more times in the second half than he has in the whole of the first.
Yep.
He's pushed a lot more forward as well, Billy. I think Newcastle are thinking that, push forward and that'll sort of create a bit more opportunities for us against a low block. But Wimbledon can't sit in the low block for all game. They've got to try and get a goal. Nice play by Newcastle again. Willock bursting through, just knocked off the ball there. But that was more like what I'm used to seeing from Joe Willock. Playing those 1-2s, Billy's, and bursting towards the goal.
Yeah, and I'm sure Eddie Howe will be kind of mindful of the fact there's 52,000 fans in there that want to see a show against a second League Two side. So things have to improve that too.
Well, we all know what it'll be if it finishes 1-0, Billy. Oh, you had to get a penalty to get past Wimbledon and all this. Listen, it doesn't matter how we got past them. It's about getting past them. And Chelsea await us in the next round at St. James's Park. Long ball forward. Kelly gets up. Kelly did really well there. I thought he was backed into there. But that number 9 is a bloody handful, isn't he, Bugle?
He's a menace.
Yeah. Here's Bruno now, just on the halfway line. Joe Linton out on the left-hand side. Can he keep that in? Just bounces over his foot. Not the best ball by Bruno there. Played it a little bit behind Joe. I mean, Joe put his thumbs up to say, nice try, but I bet he was thinking, twat, just play it in front of us, man. But it's a Wimbledon throw-in just inside their own half. Launched down the line again. Livramento is underneath that. Now Joe Linton. Back to Livramento. Inside to Bruno. That's better from Newcastle. A lot quicker, isn't it?
Really
much quicker. Share now to Emil Kraft, who can bring the ball over the halfway line. Almiron. Cuts inside to Bruno. And now Kraft. And Bruno. I think Wimbledon are finding it a little difficult to pick our players up now. The movement's a lot quicker.
Yes, 100%. And It's night and day for the first half, especially with Bruno on the pitch. Look at that.
Bruno into Longstaff. Lovely turn by Longstaff, but just
Unlucky.
Hippolyte. Oh, there's no need to do that, Sean, man. And he's booked for it. That's a stupid booking from Longstaff.
I'm not sure it's a yellow card, to be fair.
Yeah, but if you pull someone back, Billy, you're instantly at risk of getting a yellow card these days. I mean, he did really well there on the turn, but he's pulling the shirt, Billy. And
Yeah, he is.
It's a yellow card.
It's a bit of petulance, wasn't it?
It's a silly foul. We've got plenty of men back. Didn't have to do that. Anyway, Goodman's going to take the free kick, the goalkeeper for Wimbledon. Launched. And Bugle's gone down. Challenge with Joe Linton there, but play goes on. Bugle suddenly gets up and realizes, oh, I'm all right. Plays the ball down the line. Can Wimbledon get a cross in here? Yes, they can. Into the box it comes. Kraft heads it away. Wimbledon.
Mickey did well there. Mickey
Yeah,
did really
he
well
did.
there.
And good defending from Newcastle. Forced Wimbledon to play the ball back a bit. Good work again by Miggy to win the ball. Asula kind of pulled out of a 50-50 there. I don't like that.
No, me. Literally pulled his leg away, the toss pot.
Come on. You want to make an impression on Eddie Howe. You're not going to do it by pulling out of a 50-50 like that.
That's disgusting. It's not like he's a small bloke either. He's a big hulk of a man.
He is. He's
And
huge.
he didn't want it as much as the Wimbledon played it. That's wrong for me. I don't like that.
Oh, why are people arguing who's gone to more matches than other people? What on earth is going on in the chat? Give it a rest, man. We're all Newcastle fans. Hippolyte with the long throw. Again, towards the 6-yard box. Bounces in the box. And Newcastle deal with it. Have they? Sort of. Yes, because Miggy's on the break now. Miggy turns on the afterburners. Away he goes. Willock and Asula up with him. Gives it to... can Willock get there? Yes, he can. Asula gets into the box. Willock skips round. Keeps it in play. And Wimbledon managed to clear it.
That's really unlucky. Brilliant from Willock. Brilliant from Almiron. I don't think Asula really gave Willock much of an option there, to be fair.
I'm not sure what Wimbledon did there. They ran the ball out of play. I mean, they just literally just ran with the ball out of play. Bruno hits one straight at the goalkeeper.
Yeah, the Wimbledon seems to be a little bit edgy at the moment, don't they?
Yeah. I don't know. Mickey, did he... It wasn't a great pass that for Willock, was it?
No, he sent him further wide than he needed to go.
Yeah.
But Willock did brilliantly. And as I say, I don't think Asula really gave Willock much for an option there. I think he could have pulled back further or get him away from defenders. But I've not been very impressed with Asula tonight, I've got to say.
Cleared away by Emil Kraft. Kelly heads it down to Tino Livramento, who has a bit of space now to rebuild another attack for Newcastle United. Bruno. Livramento turns, goes back to Lloyd Kelly. Kelly fires it out wide to Emil Kraft now, who brings it over the halfway line into Almiron. Almiron having a run at the defender again. Lays it off to Emil Kraft. Nice football, and Kraft wins the corner for Newcastle. Hippolyte thought it was a goal kick, but never in a million years. I could see from this on a TV screen that went out for a corner. But I tell you what, I tell you what, maybe it was a goal kick, but I'll eat my words there, but I don't care.
Almiron's come to the show, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's done all right tonight. He's making himself... He's defended well and he's attacked well. I mean, that's all we can ask of him.
Yeah.
Here he is on the ball again. Back to Bruno. Bruno, left-footed into the box, flicked away. It's another corner to Newcastle.
A great ball that was. Great ball.
Yeah, Kelly had made a run, hadn't he? I think if he'd missed that ball, Kelly was in.
Yep.
I think we've definitely turned it up a notch in this second half, Bill. No doubt about it.
100%, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Another goal now, and I think Wimbledon crumble.
Well, this time it's Joe Willock again on the corner. Bruno comes short. Back to Joe Willock. And to the edge of the box now to Livramento. And now Almiron. He's within shooting range, but took a bit of a heavy touch there. Bruno now. Cross comes in from Bruno, deep towards the back post, and that's good goalkeeping.
Yeah, well kept.
As Joe Linton has flattened the Wimbledon defender, who does not look in... Oh, he's getting up. He's getting up.
He's probably just trying to get himself free of these shorts.
I feared the worst there, but that was a... Well, I mean, it's not going to make his breathing very easy. I mean, his testicles. I mean, it probably just winded there, Billy, with the sheer tightness of the shorts.
It's just fall over, man. It's nothing in it. Get up, you
Kelvin, thank you for your super chat. Has Miggy found his level? I wouldn't say that. I think that's harsh. I just think that, he's expected to go out and perform, and he's done it tonight. So you can only say, well done. I think it's his collarbone he's holding there, Billy. Just fell on that a little bit awkwardly.
I mean, without shorts, it's got a very strange name.
Yeah. That's a push by Bugle, surely.
Blatant push you'll ever see.
Yeah, referee waves play on, but we've got the ball anyway, so now Livramento. Newcastle very much just attacking in this second half. And we've played some nice stuff, actually. Bruno to Livramento.
First half of the schemer like Bruno. He's doing his scheming stuff, isn't he? He really is.
I mean, the thing is, I think Wimbledon realise, Bruno's on the pitch and they've got 2 or 3 around him all the time, which frees up space for others, doesn't it? Great ball out, and Miggy's offside.
God, that's terrible from Miggy.
So the one criticism I've got him for tonight is bloody offsides, man. He's got a pair of eyes to look across the line. I was going to say 2 pairs of eyes there, Billy, but I don't know why I would say such a thing. Over 4,100 watching tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Matchday Live here on the Toon Review. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel. As we head towards 33,000, with your help, we can get there sooner rather than later. Let's see what we can finish tonight's stream on. Newcastle are going to be making 2 changes, Lewis Hall and Anthony Gordon, Billy.
Yeah, well, I think we're going for it in a big way now. I imagine it'll be a Sula coming off, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything, has he?
It could be Miggy, I suppose. Gordon could play anywhere on the front 3, can't he?
I don't think he'd bring Miggy off. I think he'd give Miggy the 90 minutes. Wimbledon have took off Byler and bring on Neufville. And we're just about to see who Newcastle are going to change here. It's early for Eddie. Mine's 61 minutes. Joe Linton is off. So, and Emil Kraft has come off. So does that mean
Lewis Hall left back?
Livermeadow's gone back to right back. I mean, where is Gordon going to play?
On the left wing, I imagine.
Oh, of course he will, because Joe Linton was there. Duh. Not very difficult to understand that. I'm having a nightmare. Dan Robinson, thank you for your super chat. Nearly 3,000 watching on YouTube. Get the likes in. Well, we've got 4,126 watching because we're live on X as well. So thank you to everybody for joining. Please keep subscribing. Let's see how further we can get towards 33,000 tonight, as Livramento now has a bit of defending to do and does it well under a heavy challenge. And again, Asula not strong enough there.
He's not alert, is he? He's not alert enough.
Livramento was there to intercept the ball. Fabian Schär, great ball out to Longstaff, and Longstaff back to Bruno. Bruno then motors forward, looking for the run. He's got plenty of runners. Floats a lovely ball over the top, looking for Asula. Good defending.
Yeah,
he had to time that right, Billy, especially with the skinny surface. He had to do really well there.
Brilliant defending from the centre half. Just timed it perfectly, didn't he?
Livramento takes now. Bruno back to Tino. And across to Lloyd Kelly. Lewis Hall in acres of space on this left-hand side now. Rolls it into Anthony Gordon's first touch of the game and immediately goes on the attack. Gordon then cuts inside. Swings a ball inside for Longstaff, but he's too slow to get there and cleared away.
Poor pass. It was poor pass.
Yeah, it wasn't hit with any pace, and we'll let him off. It's his first touch of the game, isn't it? So, Billy, you could have told me my camera had frozen, mate. I'm looking at myself and I'm not moving, buddy.
I can see now, yeah. I haven't looked at the screen for ages to watch the match.
Oh, dear God almighty. Am I moving yet? No, I'm not. Oh, dear.
No, you're
not.
What
is going on here?
We're still here.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I keep talking, Billy. But just
there you go.
Huh?
You're back. We can see you now.
Yeah, but that's my laptop camera. That's not me. Let's see.
Anyway, Gordon's on the area.
He is, yeah. Gordon spinning and twisting and turning. I think the second goal is very much just around the corner here, Bilbo.
You're still frozen on the main one.
I bloody know.
Anyway, should have scored there. Willock! Oh, great block.
Bruno blocked. He wants a penalty for a handball. He's not going to get it. And of course, there's no. Oh, he stopped play because Hard
Head
bottles
injury.
down. Now, is he down because he handballed it and he's trying to say it wasn't me, ref?
I think that could be the case.
We're about to see it again. I'll
sure how
sort
we
the
did
camera out
score
in a second. Oh, dear me.
I mean, that's a great effort. It's a good block. It's a block.
Yeah.
It's not handball.
Well,
That's handball.
He turned sideways, so he is at risk of doing that. What is going on with my camera?
Oh, we've got it right in the mush.
My camera's died, Billy. It's died. It's actually died.
Might have to go old-fashioned there and go to your laptop camera.
I couldn't do that, Billy. I can't do that. Hang on. Let me just work a few things out here. Just ignore what's going on my side of the screen, folks.
Well, there's more changes coming for Wimbledon. They're bringing another. I mean, Arbottle looks like he doesn't know whether it's New Year, New York, or Newcastle United. He's literally in the land of
make believe.
Banjoed by Lennox Lewis. Anyway, he's going to get to his feet.
I'm just trying to put it in the slot again, Billy. Just give us a second.
I beg your pardon.
I'm all a tears. I have no idea what's going on. Come on, work, you bloody stupid thing. I'm still dead. Right, I'm going to unplug my camera. That's all there is. That's all I can do. Power's gone on the camera. There we go. I'm still frozen. Why?
It's still 1-0 Alfie Miracle.
Billy, take over the commentary, will you? Well,
your clock's still working. Anyway, it's a long clearance from the Wimbledon keeper, which is met by Lloyd Kelly. Bit of fighting from Willock. Doesn't get there. Wimbledon clear it down the line. Out of play for a throw to Newcastle United. About halfway inside the Newcastle half on the left-hand side. Lewis Hall's going to take that. And it's been taken already. And Fabian Schär has it. He goes wide here for Tino Livramento on the right flank. Further down the line for Almiron. Almiron going up against the fullback, playing it further along to the overlapping Livramento. Good ball inside. Looking for the win of Longstaff. Intercepted by the Wimbledon defender. Cleared for a throw-in to Newcastle United. This time halfway inside the Wimbledon half on the right-hand side. And it's with Lloyd Kelly. Lloyd Kelly plays it to Lewis Hall on the left-hand side there. He's got Anthony Gordon in front of him. Gordon takes it and going to have a run at the defender. Here he goes, down the outside. Cuts inside, looking for a cross. He gets a cross in. Far post. There's Almiron at far post. Had no angle to work with. And went straight out of play. But brilliant play there from Gordon. Just a slight bit over hit. Almiron with a good little run. But unfortunately had no room to divert it towards goal and no angle to do it either. So it will be a goal kick to Wimbledon.
Oh, this fucking thing. I'm still here. Don't worry. Think he should have scored there, Billy?
No, he had no angle. No angle. Kelly's out jumped in the air by Bugle, and it's gone to the far side of the pitch where the Wimbledon winger is. Goes down the line for Bugle. Cross comes in, and Oddie comes out and clasps it to his chest. And then bowls it out first time to Lewis Hall, I believe. Yes, it is Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall has Bruno, but he goes forward to Asula. It's Willock, actually. I mean, fancy Asula touching the ball. I don't think he's touched it more than 3 times in the whole game, if I'm perfectly honest. Here's Kelly, and I'll square to Fabian Schär, just approaching, in fact, inside the Wimbledon half now. Wide he goes to Livramento. Livramento goes back. Fabian Schär again. Now Bruno. Bruno turns and flicks it with the outside of his right boot to Lloyd Kelly. And now Lewis Hall. Trying to play it in behind the fullback. He underhit that one. But Newcastle did pick up with Bruno. Willock. Looking forward for the win of it. That's it. Asula! Gets a shot in and it's just gone wide. Good effort from the young lad there. Really good effort. Well put in by Willock.
Oh, come on, you stupid piece of crap! Oh, I do apologise. My mic's still on.
Good turn. Good spin from Asula. And it's nearly beat the keeper at the near post, but just wide. Good spin. Good physicality. And a good hard effort as well. Just unfortunate for him, it was just wide of the post. But that's the first bit of real kind of bright stuff we've seen from Will Asula. A long clearance from Goodman. Willock's beaten in the air. Kelly does really well to anticipate the bounce, allows it to go over his head, just lays it all the way back then to Vlachodimos, and now Share with a long ball, looking for Anthony Gordon, got lots of space. It was kind of in between the Devil and Deep Blue Sea with Willock and Gordon, and neither got to it, and Wimbledon could come away with it. Not cool bit of play there from the centre half. Now it's with the number 7 on this side of the pitch. He leaves it for Hippolyte. Hippolyte goes inside and intercepted by Sula. Sula's going to get there. He does get there, and he's pulled back there. And Sula was great play from Sula. This Goods inside. He's definitely fouled. Still going, Sula. Still going. And now he's finally robbed in the end. He's still trying to get the ball back of Sula. But Hippolyte, he's gone past about 4 players there. And he's finally fouled by Longstaff, who's been booked. Needs to be careful, Sean. Good play from Hippolyte. Really good play from Hippolyte, but good play from Masula before that. Really good close control, and Paul seems to be back with us now.
I'm back.
There you go.
Technology is a bastard, Billy.
That's not got out of play.
I didn't think it had, but Wimbledon is starting to press a little bit here, Billy.
We saw a nice bit of play from Masula a minute ago.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. I still had the match on. Longstaff fell over and gave the ball away. That's terrible from Sean.
Well, he's lucky he's on the pitch. He's just fouled a Hippolyte a minute ago. He's had a yellow card.
Long ball to the far side. It's going to be kept in play, but Lewis Hall is there. Throw into Wimbledon down by the corner flag.
Yes, I like a long throw, no doubt. With the big fellas that are going to get in the box.
Yeah, absolutely. He certainly is. He's given the ball a clean on his shirt. This is going to be a long ball into the penalty area.
Hard ball.
Here it comes. My God, he's given that some well. Placidemus comes out and grabs the ball with his pliers.
Fantastic goalkeeping, that is.
It certainly is. See what I did there, Billy? Came out and caught it with his pliers. Anyway, here's Almiron for Newcastle. And that looked like a Wimbledon throw, but it is Newcastle's. I mean, you know, Billy, we got under, 18 minutes of normal time left. I mean, it's still in the balance, this, because it just takes one break from Wimbledon. We need to kill the game.
Of course we do. I mean, we've been much better second half, but...
Oh, definitely, yeah. You have to say a big well done to Wimbledon for the effort they put in tonight. They've been 100%. Excellent. As Lewis Hall has been forced backwards, and it's back now with Lloyd Kelly. And Fabian Schär right on the halfway line. Out wide again, this time for Tino Livramento to Almiron. Almiron, heavily marked, but he's gone past them. Great run. Plays it out then for Livramento. Should have expected the ball there, Tino. I don't think he was sharp there, but he's got it back to Miggy. Twisting and turning. Tino flicks it to Bruno. Into Almiron. In the box, but still we're not going anywhere until Fabian Schär decides to let one rip, and it's high and wide. We're just struggling, Billy, to create these chances.
Again, we're trying to be too intricate, aren't we? In the end, Fabian Schär thought, sod this.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a blast. I mean, we've got Asula into the game a couple of times. He looked really promising, and we haven't done it since. It's frustrating for the young lad.
Well, Wimbledon will be desperately pushing now. They know they've got nothing to lose. And it's always dangerous in a game like this, but Asula gives chase, but that's going to be the goalkeepers. We've seen many times in football, Billy, that, you know, a team can be dominated and then suddenly it's still 1-0 and then all of a sudden, bang.
Mods, can you get rid of Marco at 4863? He's causing eruptions with everybody in the chat. I mean, just get rid of him, please.
I've done it, Billy. He's gone. He's caused trouble in here before him. This doesn't look good for Newcastle. Fabian Schär's down injured.
Holding his toe, yeah. And now his shin. And the referee's decided to play on. Hello?
Well, it's not a head injury, is it? So, I mean, mind you, if it was Manchester United or Man City or somebody like that, they would have stopped the play, no doubt. But he's back on his feet again. I can just imagine that conversation there. But he's gone to Fabian and said, "Oh, are you all right?" And Fabian's just turned and go, "Yeah, my foot's fell off, but I'm all right. I'm playing on." Oh, he landed funny, Billy.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but he's running around again as he does.
Is. Yeah.
Here is Livramento to Almiron, and now Sean Longstaff. Share. Quick ball out wide to Lewis Hall. 15 minutes of the 90 left, and then whatever injury time the referee adds on is still only 1-0 to Newcastle. But Anthony Gordon heads towards the byline, but he's forced off the ball.
That is.
That was good defending, Billy. He's just used his strength there to ease him off the ball.
I'll
tell you what. You know what? They're like 100-meter runner shorts, aren't they? Like tight lycra.
He's going to push him here. He pushed him.
I think that's not a foul. Billy, come on. Stop sounding like bloody him off AFTV, will you? You're not him. You're not him.
That is a blatant foul.
Keep subscribing, guys. Bottom right-hand corner. Come and be part of this incredible community. We're almost at 32,600. Thank you very much, everybody, and welcome to all our new subscribers. Rob Firth, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to Members Club. Thank you for your support. As Newcastle again try and press Wimbledon. Lewis Hall getting stuck in there. Wimbledon clear it.
I've been impressed with Kelly at centre-half, I have to say.
Yeah, he looks a lot stronger there, doesn't he?
He's got a calmness about him as well that you don't see at left-back.
Here is Longstaff now into the Wimbledon half. Almiron, good run down the right by Livramento. Plays it first time across. It comes to Willock. He plays it back for Bruno. Bruno looking for options. Gets it from Gordon. Lewis Hall on the overlap. Brilliant run from Hall. Clips it across to the back post. No Newcastle player there. They're all gathered in the middle. But here's Longstaff. Just put a cross in.
I'm going to faddy around with it for 10 minutes now.
Yeah. Bruno now. Nice from him. Now he does get a cross in, but nobody takes a gamble on it. And Bruno puts his arms out to say, where was somebody taking a gamble?
We've got a centre forward and the team that should have been alive to that.
I mean, it was a lovely ball in from Bruno. It's just one of them crosses that you want, isn't it, as a striker?
Yep.
And it's still 1-0, 13 minutes to go. Long ball up the field from Wimbledon. Kelly's done well again there. Brings the ball down. Little step over. Didn't go out of play. He's kept it in, says the linesman, who had, to be fair, had a good view of it.
Better view than me, but I thought it was out.
It did look out, I have to say. Cher clips it forward. It's a beautiful ball by Cher. Willock's onto it. Joe Willock can't get the shot away. It's blocked.
Great defending.
Superb. I mean,
fucking Longstaff heading a ball 2 yards, can't do it in the right place. What's an absolute?
I've seen Willock smash them in before. As Bugle gives chase on Kelly. Was it me there? Or did he try to just clip the healer Kelly then trip him over?
I think he did. Yeah,
Slide little toss pot.
Bit of a tosser, isn't he? Well, Bugle. Bit of a trumpet, in fact.
Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy. Anyway, swiftly on. Gordon's on the ball now. Twisting and turning. Lays it to Lewis Hall. Hall back to Kelly. Kelly to Longstaff. Longstaff, plenty time to turn and have a look. Clips it in towards Almiron. Not a great ball. Headed away. Willock. Well, he's pulled back there, referee.
You're right in front of you. Right in front of you.
Wow. Oh, that was a good flick on by that Wimbledon number 14 there, but nobody decided to go up with him. Wimbledon could have been on a break there.
Stop giving the ball to Longstaff, lads. Eh? He's giving it a ball away every time he's had it virtually.
Celtic 6-1 down now, Billy.
Oh, well, maybe they're playing him at tennis this week.
Yeah. Willock, look at the space Lewis Hall's in on the left, and Willock didn't even give him it. He's in acres of space. Bruno now to Livramento down the right-hand side. Livramento tackled. Good defending again. That's not good enough from Newcastle, that was poor. Bruno, though, tenaciously wins it back. Chef just drills a ball out to Lewis Hall. Now for Willock. Big D, thank you for your super chat. Can you please say hi to Bizzer and Big John? Billy, do you want to do the honours?
Hi, Bizzer and Big John. I hope you're well, lads.
Livramento now into Bruno. Bruno, lovely ball in, looking for Livramento. Gets there, tried to pull it back. Great defending again from Wimbledon. And Tino Livramento's gone down injured. I'm not sure whether it's a bit of cramp. Oh, he's holding his knee out. Almiron's on the ball. Newcastle will play on. Tino Livramento is still down, getting back to his feet slowly. Hall into Willock. Newcastle knocking on the door again with Almiron. Longstaff. Livramento clips the ball to the back post. It comes all the way through to Lewis Hall. Takes it down on his chest. Plenty of people queuing in the box. We can't get it to anybody. Bruno hits a volley. It's deflected wide for a corner.
Yeah, great effort from Bruno there. I think that was going in if it weren't for the...
Yeah, he certainly gave it a welly, didn't he? And he actually shook hands with the Wimbledon player to say, well done for blocking it. Or well done for being so bloody brave. But
Well, they've been brave, haven't they?
They have.
That's just pulling
And
the shirt there.
Almiron, oh, that's a good effort. He kept
Lucky.
it down, tried to guide it into the far post. Normally, I'd say that was in Rosette, but that was very, very well played from Miggy. Kept it down and tried to just bend it in the far corner. Just lacked a little bit of pace on that, but a good effort, Billy.
Yeah, he's had a good game, Mickey. Got to give him credit.
He has. He
Probably been our
has.
best player tonight.
I wouldn't disagree with that. Long ball again from Wimbledon. Bugle brings it down. And as it's still 1-0, Billy, it's just one chance, one shot at goal.
Yeah.
And they may get an opportunity here because they're down in on the left-hand side. In comes the cross, and Cher is there to clear it away, and it's a throw into Wimbledon. And Wimbledon are going to make 2 substitutions. I've got no idea who these are. Furlong's coming on, and I only know that because I've seen the name on his shirt. But it's going to be another. It's going to be another throw into the 6-yard box here. Here it comes. Right into the 6-yard. There's a hell of a scramble going on, but Newcastle get it clear. As Anthony Gordon gives chase now. And Gordon's done well. Can he keep the ball in? Yes, he can, but there's another Wimbledon player back there to get it back to the goalkeeper. And he goes long, very long. Good head by, good strength by Lloyd Kelly there. Longstaff wins it back for Newcastle. Now Livramento. Bruno. Newcastle, you feel like Newcastle want this second goal, Billy, because, 1-0, it's
iffy, isn't it?
Yeah. Hall now for Newcastle into Anthony Gordon. Gordon turns. Looked like he was going to shoot a long ball to the near side there, but he decided not to. And now Livramento. Again, Almiron makes himself available. Almiron into Willock. Willock turns. Back to Longstaff. Into Bruno. Back to Longstaff again. Back to Bruno. A little bit of tennis going on here. Longstaff. Long through ball to Joe Willock. Good running by Willock. Looks for support. He's dumped to the floor. No foul, says the referee. And it's cleared up the field again for Wimbledon. Throw into Newcastle.
I thought Willock was a bit weak there, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, he's got his socks ruled right down now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he very rarely plays 90 minutes, does he, Willock?
It'd be good it's certainly good for him to get 90 minutes in the tank tonight. As Longstaff now, plenty of space in the middle of the park. Gives it to Lewis Hall. Hall has Gordon alongside him. Gordon. Hall goes on the overlap. Oh, yeah, take somebody on. Decides not to. Goes back to Longstaff. Now, that's better from Newcastle. Gordon, and he just tackled at the last second. I mean, Wimbledon have defended so well tonight. I mean, that Johnny Jackson must be so proud of what he's seen from his players. The commitment levels have been fantastic from Wimbledon, and the defending has been superb at times. Almiron clips it into Longstaff, and that's going to be a corner to Newcastle. Coming up to 6 minutes to go in the second half. Newcastle 1, Wimbledon 0. And to be honest, Newcastle, I don't think if anywhere near, top gear, Billy.
No, but I mean, you got to credit the Wimbledon players. They really have put a shift in. They've defended with their lives. They've blocked everything they can.
Yeah.
And if not for, I think it was a penalty, but sometimes you don't see them given. So
Lewis Hall's corner is right to the back post, back across from Willock, headed away again, and an overhead kick to clear it a second time. All the way out to Fabian Scher. Plays it to the right-hand side now again. Lewis Hall still over this side. Oh, curl one in. You've got men at the back post.
yeah, but he had Willock offside, so he couldn't.
Yeah, good point. Bruno now for Newcastle. Back to Livramento. Livramento now to Almiron. Almiron looking for options. Bruno again. Across to Fabian Scher. To Lewis Hall. He's got Willock wide of him. Here is Willock. Clips one in. Not a good ball. Straight to the goalkeeper.
Disappointing Willock tonight.
Yeah.
I've just lost my pictures.
You what, mate?
Just lost my pictures.
Really?
Yeah, that's just, the whole lot's gone. It's back on again now, but I've got to go back into it. Oh, shit.
Goodman will take the goal kick for Wimbledon. It's a very long one. Again, Kelly wins it in the air and drops to Gordon. Now Willock. Can't get past the Wimbledon player, though. But Lewis Hall denies any way through. Bruno gets it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Great play from Bruno again there. And now Longstaff. Plenty space for Longstaff, but doesn't bring it forward. Just stops with the ball. Bring it forward, man. Livramento, again, looking for runners ahead of him. There wasn't any. And that's back to Fabian Scher. Scher to Bruno. Just under 4 minutes to go, normal time. Lewis Hall has the ball now. And he plays it back to Lloyd Kelly. Kelly across to Fabian Scher. Now Bruno. Livramento's made the run. Bruno doesn't give him it. Newcastle look as if they're going to make a substitution. I don't know who that is. I just saw the top of somebody's head ready to come on there.
53.
It's Dan Byrne, Billy.
Dan Byrne, 33. Well, I mean, one up bring Alex Murphy on.
Why is he bringing Dan Byrne on? What's the point?
He's obviously still worried, otherwise he'd bring Murphy on, wouldn't he?
Well, I'm just wondering if Scher's carrying that knock, Billy, and he's maybe just going to bring him off. Oh, good work by Willock to win the ball. I thought he won the ball back, but he wouldn't have anyway because the referee's waved play on for Wimbledon and nowhere to go and played down the line. Now, Wimbledon not exactly committing players up front to try and get an equaliser, Billy.
No. That's
Long
a great
ball
ball.
Forward again. It's a beautiful ball. Gordon's going to get there. Gordon now into the box. Gordon, Willock in support. Gordon, lovely spin turn. Plays it in for Willock, but Willock had moved out the way. And Wimbledon come away with the ball, but again, the long ball forward. And Scher's there just to knock it back to the goalkeeper. And now Lewis Hall to Bruno. Livramento. Longstaff. Back to Lloyd Kelly. I mean, Scher doesn't look to be hurt. He's not exactly sort of... Oh, that's a good ball in. Can Asula get there? No.
Good keeping.
Yeah, keeper off his line very quickly. Asula just tried to flick it round him. But the goalkeeper had already committed himself. Great ball by Lewis Hall.
Oh.
He just tried to flick it round the goalkeeper. Couldn't get the studs on it, could he? Just got a slight touch on the ball. But good goalkeeping from Goodman.
Got a nice pace, hasn't he, Sula?
Yeah, he's certainly quicker from his standing start, Billy.
Yeah.
And Newcastle have a throw in. I think they're going to make the change now.
It'll be interesting to see who this is.
Well, Bugle's coming off for Wimbledon because he can't walk. They're making 3 changes.
They've made about 15 changes already. How many are they going to make?
Well, they have made a few, actually. I'm not quite sure. But we're in the 90th minute now. Still waiting to see who the Newcastle change is going to be. I assume it's going to be Fabian Schär, but I just don't know these days. I mean, it's not exactly going to be resting Fabian Schär, is it? He's played the whole game. It is Fabian Schär, Billy. It's a strange one, that. He's not limping or anything, so maybe it's just precautionary, I guess.
I don't want to give Dan Burn a win bonus.
Maybe. But he's the goal scorer tonight, is Fabian Schär. And he'll have a rest before Saturday's trip to Everton, of course. Don't forget, that'll be live on the Toon Review as well. Almost 4,500 watching now. Thank you so much, everybody. And welcome to all our new subscribers on the channel. Keep subscribing, guys, if you like what you see. Lots of Newcastle United content, as well as every game live commentary right here on your #1 Newcastle United channel. And it's flicked through by Joe Linton again, looking for the run of Asula. This time he will get there. Asula spins off his defender. Little back heel for Gordon. Gordon trying to get a shot away, but the 3 Wimbledon players shut him down straight away.
5 minutes added on time.
Bugle's still on the pitch, Billy. The guy can't move. Well, Wimbledon now are trying to burst forward to try and get that one attempt to get a goal. But that's played through and rolls out for a goal kick.
I like Kelly. He reads the game nice. He's all in the same
so
place.
So calm at centre back.
He's really in the right place all of the time. Yeah, he's in the right place all of the time.
Yep. But Johnny Jackson can be really proud of his lads tonight, Billy. I mean, they've give a really good account of themselves. They've played really well. They've defended like warriors, to be honest.
Yeah.
And you have to take your hats off to them. They've made life difficult for Newcastle. They've been physical as Bruno loses the ball there, and Wimbledon now have the ball in Newcastle's half.
Oof. We tried to win it back nearly.
Yeah, I thought Bruno was going to go through the player there, Billy, but he backed off at the last second. As Wimbledon now have an opportunity to turn. Bugle. Cross comes into the box, cleared away by Livramento. Asula now. Good strength by him. Lays it to Longstaff into Bruno. Bruno's got 4 Wimbledon players around him, but finds a way back to the goalkeeper. And now out to Dan Burn, who in turn goes to Lewis Hall. And Newcastle now can set away again down this left-hand side. Long ball by Hall is a cracker for Anthony Gordon. Great defending again.
Yeah, outstanding from Lewis.
And Gordon's gone down. Gordon is down, Billy. I'm not sure what happened there. But we've got 3 minutes now of additional time left. Wimbledon again, just look. Well, Gordon is still down. However, Wimbledon have the ball. They're not going to kick it out. Not when they're on the attack. Here's Willock. Oh, beautiful turn by Joe Willock. And he's away again. Brilliant run from Joe Willock. He's took 3 players on. Now he's coming down the left. Gordon finally gets back to his feet. I'm not sure whether he's holding his hip or what. I don't know. But Newcastle have the ball. Oh, dear me. Longstaff taken out. Play goes on. Livramento through the... why did he play Livramento? Yeah. But we have it back now with Lewis Hall. Hall breaks forward. Out to Joe Willock now. Longstaff. Bruno in support of him. Almiron now. To Bruno. Out wide to Livramento. Cuts back in. Miggy makes the overlap on the right-hand side. Bruno now. Almiron. Inside to Livramento. He can go again inside for Gordon. Lovely football by Newcastle. Miggy tried to play Gordon in there. Gordon had stopped running. And Dan Burn gets it back to Chakademus, and he plays it out to Lewis Hall.
He's not very calm with the football.
His distribution's been excellent, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Gordon, brilliant turn from Gordon. Slides it across to Longstaff. And Newcastle have men over here on the right-hand side. Livramento is one of them. Asula now. Asula knocked up the ball. Yeah. And Wimbledon now desperately try and get down the pitch. Great work by Livramento. And he's got cramp. Stretching that right leg again. But Wimbledon get on with it. And now Bugle, who looks like he's playing on one leg at the minute, the Wimbledon striker. But they've got to throw in, and it's going to be another long one into the box, this, Billy.
Yeah.
Final minute now of additional time. Liveramento's dragging his right leg into the penalty area. It's like 3 foot behind him. His right leg's not working at all. It's going to be Harbottle with the long throw for the Dons. Last throw of the dice for them. Flicked on at the back post. Bounces loose. Can Asula get there? No. Shot comes in. Deflected. Harbottle plays it in. And Chakademus is down with the save. And might be the last opportunity of the game there. I see what he's trying to do. He was trying to put it back in, but nobody gambled on it. As Wimbledon launch a ball forward again, and they're going to keep it in here. Trying to get the byline. Good defending by Lewis Hall. In comes a very big up and under cross for Wimbledon. Good defending again from Newcastle. Still Wimbledon trying. Great strength, Lloyd Kelly again. The 5 minutes of additional time are up, and there is the full-time whistle. And Newcastle United, they know they've been in a game tonight. There's no doubt about it. It's finished. Newcastle United 1, Wimbledon 0. It's a penalty that's got us through, but Wimbledon can be extremely proud of themselves because Newcastle United know they've been in a game tonight, Bill.
100%. Yeah, they've defended really well. They've come up here and really put 120% effort in for the manager and the fans. Outstanding performance from the Wimbledon lot. You can only praise them for their effort. Newcastle were by far the best side. Of course, they were supposed to be the Premier League side, even the AB side. But they've restricted us to minimal chances and 1-0. People will moan about it, but it's all about getting through to the next round where we will play a stronger side against Chelsea and we'll beat Chelsea.
100%. It'll be a full-strength side against Chelsea. There's no doubt in my eyes it will be. If we want to win this competition, then I'm sorry, but when we come up against Chelsea, it has to be a stronger side than what we put out tonight.
100%.
But, look, I think tonight it's all about getting through, and it's all about Wimbledon for me. They've the rebirth of this football club and, fan-owned, etc. They've come up here, 1,500 to 2,000 fans. They've had a very, very special day. And they've given Newcastle United a run for the money, and at the end of the day, we've won through a penalty. We didn't score from open play, which again, like you say, people will complain about. People won't be happy about that. But it was all about getting through. At the end of the day, we've done that. But there is a couple of players who were out there tonight, Billy. Chance to shine, chance to sort of give Eddie a pause for thought. I thought Miggy was our best player tonight. I think he was excellent, getting the ball, driving at the defenders, making things happen. Asula was disappointing for me. Came into the game a little bit more, maybe back end of the second half. But after that, there's nobody really was. Lloyd Kelly was outstanding at centre-back. I think once he moved there, he just looked so good. But it's all about getting through. And we're just looking at the Wimbledon players there, applauding their fans. They've stayed back to applaud their team in their thousands there. It's been a fantastic night for them. Charlie Ridgely, thank you for being a member for 8 months, Charlie. Thank you so much. Hope you and the family are well. I really thought it was going to be 3-0, but wow, Miggy was on fire. Unpopular opinion, but he is my man of the match. Also, I hope Susan is doing okay. Thank you, Charlie. She's still not great. A lot of pain during the night last night again, but she's battling on. Stato's with us. Alex, it finishes 1-0. Much better second half, but it's always sort of heart-in-mouth stuff, isn't it, when it's 1-0 and you just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. The change with Bruno, obviously, we made a big difference. A little bit more creativity in the final third, crisper movements, but the crossing was just a little bit poor. Even towards the latter stages of the game, everything was overhit. We were doing 90% of the work, and it was just the final ball was just too far. Basically, every time it was at the back post or just beyond the back post. A lot of opportunities. Asula worked his socks off, but again, you can see he just needs to keep learning and keep playing. It wasn't quite enough to score more goals. It is what it is. It's fine. We're through to the next round. It's all that's important.
Yeah. Keith Truscott, thank you for your super chat. Masterclass in defending from Wimbledon. Hats off to them. Very impressed. Very impressed with the way they're defended. I can't believe I'm seeing people having to go at Eddie Howe. What's Eddie supposed to do? He's changed the lineup. That lineup was well good enough to beat Wimbledon. Some players, just saying before you came on, Alex, some had the chance to stand up and give Eddie pause for thought. They didn't. Almiron did. Almiron played very well tonight. But Eddie made changes when they needed to be made, and I don't see how anybody can have a go at the manager.
I mean, 18 shots, 2 XG, 3 big chances, and a penalty. Should we have scored more than 1 goal? Yeah, yes, we should have done. We were missing a little bit of cutting edge in attack. We definitely should have scored 2 or 3 goals, but that was it. We didn't deserve 2 or 3 goals because that final ball wasn't there tonight. Whether it was from Barnes in the first half with his shooting sort of slightly over, slightly wide, whether it was Miggy's crossing or Livramento's crossing, all of it was just a little bit off. Yeah. It's what happens, isn't it? At this kind of level, whether you're playing Premier League sides or League Two sides, if your own ball isn't adequate, then it's you're not going to get the goals for it. So
yeah,
after the Man City game, obviously that was a big game. So even with the rotations, it was going to be a very different game tonight. So the fact that we're through is the main point.
Aaron Taylor, thank you for your super chat. Dull as dishwater, but in the hat for the next round.
There were 1 or 2 bright spots. I thought Lloyd Kelly was outstanding at centre half. I think he's really put his hand up to start there in the next game. Probably won't do, but he's a much better footballer than Dan Burn will ever be, I've got to say.
He looks, the word I'd use, accomplished.
Yes,
for the way he plays.
It just seems to be wherever the ball's going. He reads the game really well. He's got pace. That's very, very good centre half, I've got to say.
C84 says, it's people paying good money to watch it that I feel for. Well, come on. I mean, they're going to that game tonight. They will have. Everybody in that ground would have known Newcastle United were going to make changes and they weren't going to see the same 11 that played against Manchester City. It just wasn't going to happen. I mean,
Can I answer a question? Can I answer a question? This one here. The fact he basically cost us European football last season, mate. He's dreadful.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Martin.
He's not a good goalkeeper anymore.
He shouldn't be. I don't think he's good enough to be playing games for us anymore.
No. I mean, Vlachodimos looked really. It didn't have any saves to make, but his distribution was superb. I thought when he came on, looks very calm.
There wasn't a lot to do, but from what we saw, he looked okay again. But he looked okay in pre-season, so it's again strange why he's not in contention. Really, I
mean, how ain't bigger than the club?
No one's bigger than the club.
Say that he was?
How can only do so much, man? Guy's not on the pitch, is he? It's up to the players on the pitch to do the rest. Exactly. I mean, I didn't have a problem with the side tonight. I didn't have a problem with it at all. And I didn't have a problem with the substitutions he made. I mean, the players have got to go out there and do the job and do what they've been asked to do. And like I said, tonight, bringing some of those players in was all about getting them food for thought for Eddie for the Premier League side. But there wasn't much to go on. Some of them didn't really stand up to the plate. Willock got another 90 minutes in his engine tonight, which was that's kind of a good thing.
He wasn't great, was he?
He was a little bit better in the second half, but again, it's not his kind of game. I mean, to prove a point, we completed 3 dribbles that game. And when I mean a dribble, again, I don't know exactly how certain websites define a dribble in football, but I would imagine it's at a slightly longer distance where you've maybe taken on a man and actually, not lost the ball. So the fact that we've had 3 successful dribbles in 90 minutes, normally you get 1 player achieve that, never mind all 11. So that just kind of goes to show the kind of game it was. Accurate crosses for us, 4. How many crosses did we see? I mean, over 20 at least in that match. We had 10 corners. Just weren't clinical. Our final range with the final ball or cross or shot just wasn't there. And there was quite a few situations in that second half as well where that final runner, Miggy did a little flick or Bruno did a little pass and that last player wasn't on the same page and just didn't make the right run. It happens sometimes.
Well, Shamrock's clearly not impressed with tonight. Are you boys deluded? We've scraped past a League Two side. No positives tonight. Shocking.
Well, they never scoring, to be fair. Come on. We could play in golf in Newcastle United tonight.
Yeah.
Cakewalk. It was a cakewalk, really. We ain't played great, but it was a cakewalk.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you've started that with "Are we deluded?" We're allowed to sort of come for you now. Then you're deluded. We've made a handful of changes against playing the champions at the weekend, and we didn't find our range. This is not a season-defining game for us. This is Wimbledon, where we've changed basically our entire starting 11. Makes no difference at all.
Yeah. John Cook, thank you for your super chat. Not the best from us, but we are through. Thank you guys for your great commentary tonight. You're very welcome. Thank you very much. Let's have a look. Wacky says a striker can't score if you can't give him service. It really is that simple. No supply, no goals. I think Asula Billy came into the game, didn't he? Second half, he was a lot brighter, but that's because we had players around him who were giving him the opportunity.
Yeah, and he had a shot on target, nice little spin to get himself free, and the shot just went wide. I wasn't kidding him going chickening out of 50-50. But in the right areas, he competed pretty well second half. But yeah, he's still raw, isn't he? Got a lot to learn, and I think he'll be a good player when he does learn.
Yeah. Alan says, with the team on the field that haven't played together, they weren't that bad. Rachel, our mod, thank you for your super chat. Great commentary, Paul and Billy. Well, great modding again, Rach. Thank you very much to you and the team. Andy says, hooray, Alex, the voice of reason. I wish he'd been on the actual commentary, to be honest. I mean, what have we said different?
My co-hosts are good commentators.
What have we actually said?
Slightly different opinion. I think it was the being critical of the first half, which again, I'm critical as well. I just offer a reason for it. It's, we needed to play different play.
We had no creativity in it. And when you're saying it all first half, it was obvious.
Vlachodimos is better all-round keeper than Pope, in my opinion, says Shana.
I'll tell you what I liked about him. His starting position was much bebetter than Dubravka's. He was kind of patrolling between the halfway line in his penalty box most of the time.
I haven't seen enough of Vlachodimos to make that judgment. And look, Nick Pope is our number one, and that's not going to change.
He should be our number two, though. There's no doubt in my mind.
I agree with that. Yeah. Absolutely. Bruni says, spin it any way you want. We struggle to break down a League Two side at home. Very poor.
No, it's not spinning it any way we want. It's context. There is a difference between us pushing a narrative and legitimate context. That's where you're not being fair at all. There's perfectly good reasons for why certain things happened tonight, and we won the game, so pipe down.
I wonder who John supports. I mean, what are we supposed to do with that, John? Just break down and cry and think, oh my God, he's calling Jordan.
Have you got a brother called Uphill?
I mean, look, John, thank you very much for that. But Geordies are very nice people. We love our food, but screw you, quite frankly. But we're certainly not going to cry about that. Kush de la Kush says, why are people paying 20 quid to sit in silence? Go to the pub or stay in the house. Look, a lot of people would be at that game tonight who maybe, don't get to go a lot, all right? Normally at these early Carabao Cup stages, you get a lot of families, you get a lot of kids going in. Look, I've been controversial on St. James's before and about the atmosphere. It can be very strange because it happened again on Saturday. It was brilliant at the start of the game. It then went very, very quiet, which is, you always know that there's a silence because the visiting fans start shouting, is this a library? I mean, Manchester City fans were even chanting, is this the Etihad on Saturday? In a piss take to themselves. But then the second half, when we got going, the crowd came into it. So it's peaks and troughs, really, with St. James's Park at the minute. But tonight, I wouldn't... it's a lot different. Nick Eatwell, thank you for gifting a Toon Review membership. That's very kind, Nick. Thank you very much. We won by a questionable penalty as well.
What, you mean the potentially two in one phase?
I thought it was two myself, I'll be honest.
12-man Toon says they didn't test us, but a simple 1-0 from a penalty isn't good enough in my opinion. Nothing to flap about, but needs to be better, especially from the players looking to break into the squad. I'd agree with that.
That's a good point. Yeah, I think that's a good point.
I'd agree with
players
that.
Players that needed to put their hand up tonight, aside from Miggy and Kelly, didn't. I don't think Willock did. Longstaff certainly didn't. I thought Longstaff was horrific. He should have been sent off.
He was really. Charlie says, is it me or just people mourn if we mourn and mourn if we celebrate? Also, where is our lady Sam? Sam's at the game. She got a ticket tonight, so she's been at the game. Dan, thank you for your super chat. He says, look, it was only 1-0, but it was very comfortable. It was comfortable.
Yeah,
it was really
There's
comfortable.
so many comments about us as it's like not good enough that we couldn't break down a low block. Well, yeah, low blocks are hard to break down by definition. Like what do you want from everyone? Do you want us to beat every single low block we ever play against? Just because it's League Two is irrelevant. If you've got 3 big lump centre halves in there and 11 men behind the ball, it's quite difficult. And to be fair, it was just a lot of our lads are misfiring, whether it's crosses or shots. It happens. It's one game. Relax.
Look, the thing is, right? We're through. All right. Joe Wilkinson, thank you for gifting the Toon Review membership. That's very kind. Thank you very much. I think the point of them, I was disappointed with the first half. I have to say, I was disappointed. I thought we were very lackluster in the first half. Second half, we were much better. You know, Eddie tinkered the defense. He brought Bruno on, and we looked a lot more stronger. But, you know, we've got much better players to come in for the Everton game. Remember that. So we're through. And that's all that counts at the end of the day. People asking why Tonali didn't come on. I wouldn't have put Tonali on tonight. There was no need to put Sandro Tonali in.
After Saturday, he was done after 70, 75 minutes against Man City. He needs, you know, it's taken Gordon all this time to kind of get up to speed. So Tonali's required the same to get, you know, fully match fit because he's not been playing matches.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Yeah. I would like to say thank you to all three of you for the service you provide. I would not pay the stupid prices for Sky when I can watch you three for free. By the way, my name is Brandon. I use my girlfriend's account. Thank you, Brandon. Very kind of you to say so. Yorkshire Toon says, entitled fans need to do one and follow someone else. It pisses me off. Miggy has been lashing those shots for a season now. His head is gone. Well, yeah, the first one in the first half, he should have done a lot better. But I thought the one he had in the second half was I thought he controlled it lovely. Normally, sometimes they go into Rosette with Miggy, but he took it on and he kept it down and, you know, just lacked a little bit of pace. But you know what? I was quite happy with Miggy's performance tonight. And I've been one of Miggy's biggest critics, and anyone that follows this channel regularly knows that. With Gordon Barnes on the left and Murphy Gordon on the right, Asula would have had more chances.
Yeah, potentially. But we needed to rotate. It's the nature of the cup, and everybody's quite tired after Saturday. That was a real tough run out against Man City. They're emotionally drained, physically drained. Like, you have to rotate. And whether you type comments like they get paid a lot, that doesn't mean they can just run infinitely. That's not how humans work. Yeah, I'll reiterate it. It's fine. It's Wimbledon. We got through. There's no issue. We showed our level on Saturday.
I mean, I think a lot of people are disrespecting Wimbledon as well. You know, they've had a very good start to the season. They might be in League Two, but they proved tonight that they can defend really, really well. Yeah. And
people are classifying them as like an Isthmian League side. Like they're in the EFL. They're in League Two. I appreciate they're a few divisions below us, but the disparity is not that big for just general movement, fitness, being able to kick a football. Like, they're not that far removed from the Premier League that they're going to look like a bunch of 12-year-olds. I think people need to live in reality and realise that teams in League One and League Two aren't children. They've got professional football players in them. They're not that bad. It's very different to what it was 25 years ago. You know, that everything's come a long way in football with training drills, coaching, fitness. The quality gap has narrowed significantly. Like, people have really got to give teams in those lower leagues a little bit more credit, honestly.
The bagginess of shorts clearly haven't.
Very true. I think they need to order some new shorts. Agent Tech Streams, thank you for your super chat. Eddie would have said, get through this with no injuries. I think he had a stern word to them at halftime because they did come out much, much stronger. Mansuk says, I think everyone forgets the Vlachodimos played in the Champions League and a similar save percentage to Pope while having good distribution. However, what's unclear is whether he is a sweeper or not.
I think he is, given his starting position every time. He starts really, really advanced at the pitch, so I would say he was.
Kieran says, Paul and Billy have reasonable takes. They're certainly not happy clappers. Jesus Christ, no. Listen, I can't go from being one of the most negative fans in the world to a happy clapper. Jesus Christ. I mean, you know. Terrace says, my problem with Howe is why he repeatedly played failed players like Dubravka. If you have 80% possession and win the game, you've succeeded. I think myself included, people would have wanted to see more electric football like against City on Saturday.
Or the high line of Man City versus the low block 11 behind the ball of Wimbledon. Completely different matches.
We've never played, I know, but this was a team that was kind of put together like a Lego block as well. It's not the
and a rotated team, exactly. Yeah.
John Elliott, thank you for your super chat. Mr. Staffy Man says it was still miles better than the Fulham game. Centurion says, have to remember they are in good form, excuse me, and doing well in League Two. They're used to each other, whereas we chopped and changed a lot, which explains the poor final ball. Wacky says, when I played, it's always hard playing against teams in lower leagues. To you as a defender, really deep, no space to get shots off, and you do underestimate them as well, in all honesty. Ollie says, do we have better players to come in?
Of course we do.
Ollie?
That's a ridiculous
Did
question.
you watch the Man City game? Has everybody forgotten Saturday? Like, we did really well. This is a fully rotated side.
That's with only 3 that saw Saturday. Maybe we wouldn't have been in a parallel universe for 5 days.
I'm so confused by it. I'm really worried about like 5 of you in the chat. I'm really concerned.
Emmett, thank you very much for your super chat. We won with 8 different players. Job done. Move on. Matt says, I'm going to have to hear all about how good Miggy was at the cinema with Dante on Thursday. Well, give Dante his chance. It's been a long time.
It's only once a year.
It's once a year. Yeah, absolutely. Matt Geordie says, don't know why people are bitching in the comments. We've got a result. You've got to expect lower league sides to make it difficult. Main thing is we are through. Exactly.
Can I just say, there's a few people that are saying certain things that make sense. Like Anthony Clark saying we didn't do certain things tonight. You know, we all agree with that as well. I think Paul and Billy would agree with me. We were missing that final touch. That's why we didn't score more than 1. But it's not the end of the world. Like the XG was 2. We only had 4 successful crosses, which isn't good enough considering we put in well over 20 crosses. Yeah, I agree. It wasn't good enough, but it was kind of just about good enough. Like, did we want a bit more from maybe Willock, and maybe Osula could have maybe chipped in with a cheeky goal? And
we've said that certain players certain players didn't shine when they had the opportunity tonight.
Yeah, agreed. But it's not the end of the world. It's fine.
C84 says, keep hearing rotated side. These aren't kids. These are well-paid first teamers.
It is a rotated side, though. That's the 3rd stupid comment you've made, and I'm done. Okay. Let's move on from that guy.
It's a rotated side, i.e. the players that aren't good enough for the Premier League side. Jesus.
Was there any share that started the game that started Saturday? I think it was, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah,
no, Barnes.
And Barnes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Joe Linton. So 3.
3, yeah, 3. How Billy? I know it's late there, but yeah. Here we go. Look at this. Are you 3 scared, unwilling to criticise Howe? He blocked new players coming during the summer and refuses to get rid of Deadwood. Do you? Clearly, you don't watch this channel because we have been very critical of Eddie Howe on a number of occasions, but tonight wasn't about the manager, right? And scared to criticize. You clearly don't watch the channel very much.
Before it was trendy to criticise him.
Yeah.
Against Fulham, we all stood up and criticised him and said there was like 10 things wrong with the team. There was the pressing was off, the intensity was missing, the defensive transitions were a joke, the set pieces were a joke. We criticised like 10 things, and they all improved against Man City. So we're allowed to assess it game by game. It's literally what we do on the channel.
I don't know anymore. I just don't know. We're going to end it there anyway, because I think some people need to have a good sleep tonight and just recharge the batteries, ready to go again on Saturday when we will see the first team back out for Newcastle and probably a very, very different game of football. But listen, we're through. We've won 1-0. And that's all that counts. We're through to the next round. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching tonight. 4,500, which is incredible across X and YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave, of course, and subscribe if you're new as we push towards 33,000 subscribers. Thank you very much for all your super chats and new memberships and your gifted memberships. Mods, you've been outstanding again. Thank you for all your hard work. Billy and Alex, thank you very much for joining me tonight. And of course, a massive thank you to everybody out there for joining us. It's been an absolute belter of a show. Maybe not a great game of football. However, it's Newcastle United, and we should all know by now that nothing is a cakewalk for this football club. But we are through to face Chelsea in the next round, and now it's all about Everton at the weekend. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, folks. Good night.
How are the lads and lasses?
You good?
No, it's a new button that I've got to press for the outro, so it's they put good night.
Yeah, how are the lads and lasses again?
Come back and check out to breathe.